Sound like Josiah's gonna be gone.
Well, this time on the amazing gay Spider-Man, Spider-Man faces off across the fierce Electro. Man, I sure hope nothing bad happens while I'm on my walk to work. Our guest bought it. I know. My gain is too high. I sure hope no one stops me while I walk to work as Peter Parker. I'm gay, by the way.
That's my favorite.
Cody.
Oh, I actually get to?
Yeah, that's what we discussed fucking last time, bitch.
No, that's crazy. Shocking, isn't it, Spider-Man? No,
I
that's
don't-
not what
I-
he sounds like.
Ty, I'm not Spider-Man, but I don't see Spider-Man anywhere. By the way, I'm going to duck out.
Oh,
Hello,
I'm
evildoer!
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disturb you.
I found you, evildoer, after a nice gay man told me I'm also gay. The amazing gay Spider-Man. This has nothing to do with the rest of my things. I'm just very proud of this fact in the great civil rights, leaps and bounds that we have made.
Spider-Man, my router died during that part.
That's fine. Just say who you are. I really don't know.
My powers know no limit. Electro put so much porn in the background, it crashes the modem.
What you're witnessing is the amazing gay Spider-Man. I'm sorry, Jake bought it. Oh no! You're going to crash the entire internet with porn. But you said shocking, so I thought you were going to be an electricity guy. So now I'm a little bit confused.
Well, I mean, you could gain an erection. My powers are erections, and I can certainly give you an erection through shock therapy.
What? That seems like what? What's your name?
I really don't know.
I
thought it was Electro.
That's my name, civilian. But
are you having regrets? Are you having
what are your
fucking
pronouns?
feet?
No, they asked me what kind of supervillain I wanted to be, and I said the biggest one. So I chose Electro because it was the biggest thing I could think of at the time.
Civilian, I think I see a she/her pronoun pin on Electro.
I'm gay.
Yeah.
You're gay too?
I'm gay.
Yeah, let's get you home, buddy. I don't think you need to be out here. I think
I posted a picture of what I think Electro looks like in chat.
Okay.
Spider-Man, please don't put me in gay baby jail.
We'll put you in gay baby therapy. Don't worry. And that was next time on the amazing gay Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The fallout of whatever that was.
What a somber episode.
Yeah, that was.
Man, that amazing gay Spider-Man really tugs at your heartstrings, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is what Electro canonically looks like. Has no lightning powers. Just tried to open too many tabs of porn on a library computer. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yay! Part 2! Spider-Man!
Yes, another person! Yes, another person! I just got done putting Electro in therapy. There cannot be another guy.
Maybe this episode is like a clip show.
Are you trying to pitch me?
Remembering gay Spider-Man's greatest times.
Who's that off in the distance?
Are you trying to picture a movie to me right now? Are you trying to be an idea guy to the amazing gay Spider-Man right now?
Oh man. This week's episode, another crazy addition to the Rose Gallery. Who could predict?
Someone from Reddit. I really...
Hey, Spider-Man! It's me, the Porkian! I like the pork people!
What? You like
by that,
what?
I mean, I like to give them pork product. I'm the Porkian. It's a play on Scorpion, the Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, I know him. I've beat the shit out of him before. Yes, I'm Spider-Man. I'm the amazing gay Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh, Kingpin, but you're woke. Get over here. Gay Spider-Man knows Spider-Man.
There's only one Spider-Man. Spider-Man's gay, and I'm him.
You owe me 5, Porkian. You owe me 5. I told you both Spider-Men were gay.
There's not another Spider-Man! Wait, what makes you woke, Kingpin?
All my goons are DEI.
I'm afraid to ask what that means. I'm afraid of being offended. Quite frankly.
Spider-Man, are you homophobic? This is homophobic Spider-Man, not gay Spider-Man.
No, I think you got the wrong messaging here. Next episode of the amazing gay Spider-Man. Woo! Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to get out of.
Next week, Spider-Man faces his greatest foe yet, his therapist.
Okay, no more amazing gay Spider-Man. We're making a truce with the audience to no more amazing gay Spider-Man.
Hey, chat, one ceasefire today, please.
I'm only 300 channel points away. My ass is sitting down and watching.
Incredible.
We could get the trilogy.
So, tonight we have the one, the only, the dumb Jake.
Yeah, I do YouTube video on Transformer.
Transformer? I barely even know her.
You're a comedy genius.
We grew up together.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But the estrogen's doing that for me. I'm agreeing, but oh my god, we need to up the cost. I tried to change the price before the stream, but I could not. Hi, Rose Girl. So, Dumb Jake has for us a news item of his own.
Yeah. Dinosaurs!
Dinosaurs! Yay! Were you a big fan of Fossil Fighters for the Nintendo DS?
You know what? I never had anything, but I've admired it from afar. Did they ever do like toys or anything? Like actual?
No, not really.
Yeah, I'm not really like that big of a video game guy, so if it don't got a toy, I usually don't really investigate that much.
Enough. So
a player, not a gamer.
Tell us about these dinosaurs.
Right. So Jurassic World has a new movie coming out. Looks mid as hell, unfortunately. But the toys look pretty okay. They've got a big-ass mosasaur, of course a T-Rex. T-Rex, according to collect Jurassic here. And a tail thrasher Spinosaurus, which I don't know about you guys, but fucking love the Spinosaurus. Big Spinosaurus guy. I'm a big Spinosaurus
fan.
I'm warming up to this design because it's, there's a lot of controversy over what the Spinosaurus actually looks like. So people are not happy about this new Spinosaurus design. It's probably more accurate in some way. I mostly don't like the coloration on him. I miss the red.
Yeah. I really like the evolution of dinosaur designs alongside franchises that have dinosaur designs, because it's just like as time goes on, people get really angry at like the more accurate dinosaurs, just like how they would get angry at like redesigns for.
They're as mad as dinosaurs as they are Shrek.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are real,
it's so
man.
true. Oh my
Speaking-
god.
Speaking of Shrek, we will get there in 3 topics. But
Okay.
but did you have anything else to say about these dinosaurs?
No, I thought they just looked pretty good. It's Toy Fair news. Toy Fair's about to start, as you guys know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look like.
Inside people.
As far as dinosaur toys go, these look pretty dang good.
yeah.
You know, they look like they have gimmicks, judging by the names.
Oh, they're definitely gimmicky. I prefer the Hammond collection, which is like their higher end articulated dino line. But these are kind of almost like a preview of that because I'm sure the sculpting will be similar, just with better articulation.
I feel like, you know, with dinosaurs, it's really easy to get a good sculpt, even at like really cheap price points, because a lot of it is just like big chunks. You don't have to put a bunch of stuff together. A lot of it is just painting. And since, you know, they're so ingrained in the toy industry, that's a really easy paint job to apply for like, you know, an assembly line because it's just like ingrained in the industry. And it's like shapes and lines and like texture patterns, so they don't have to be exact. But yeah.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Love dinosaurs. Dan Henschel news. He's back!
No.
He's back at Dang Henschel. Thank God. I did not want to go without Dan Henschel for much longer.
Truly
Did you
the
guys-
Jesus Christ of our time.
Did you guys watch his video where he's like, I'm going to jail or something?
Yeah.
And it's like it's like 10
yeah.
minutes long, and at minute 7 he just starts laughing and says, I'm not going to jail. Why would I go to jail? I didn't do anything wrong. He's so good.
No one else does it like him.
Crying, laughing.
Like, he's the most committed to the bit that out of
much.
anyone else.
His
Like-
fake girlfriend account was so crazy. I thought she was real. I thought she was a real person.
Me too. No one does it like him. No one's willing to give up so much to make really good shit posts on the internet.
I can somewhat hear, someone says. What does that mean?
Oh, Peggy. They're in the middle of a
that's
restaurant.
Peggy.
Josiah and Peggy
Yeah,
are listening in the
Josiah
middle
and
of a
Peggy
restaurant.
are both watching on their phones, and neither of them can hear. Oh, Peggy can somewhat hear. Josiah, get your ears checked.
Man, real ayahuasca type shit. Joseph's magical fucking technically dream code on this guy.
It is the coat of many colors.
I can't wait for the new arc he's about to go on with this. Like, what does spiritual Dan Henschel look like?
Well, I
Yes,
imagine
this
it's
is-
like the priest Dan Henschel who did the Kamehameha, like Kikoho to absolve you of sins.
Oh yeah, virtual sin forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this homeopath Dan Henschel will align his chakras and like probably like split the moon in half, maybe. I don't know.
Speaking of people who didn't actually die, movie theater ceiling collapses in Washington during hashtag Captain America Brave New World. 2 people were in attendance and there were no injuries.
Such an evil headline, bro.
This feels like an Onion article.
God, this is like so tragic. Like, imagine what would happen at like a Morbius viewing or like Craven, or oh God, if this happened at Madam Web, jeez.
Oh
that
my
would be
God,
bad.
some people might have gotten like a little bit of asbestos in their
Look,
lungs.
this headline is particularly evil because it could have been like a 10 p.m. fucking showing of the movie. Nobody goes to those motherfuckers except weirdos, like 2 weirdos. I could see them like.
Hey,
I don't know
we
what the
were
vibe-
those
I
2
haven't seen the
weirdos.
movie yet. I haven't seen the movie yet. I don't know if it's shit. Everyone's shit about it. But I feel like this headline is specifically like engineered to be hateful.
It is, but it's so good at that.
It's funny. It's funny as fuck.
This is premium hater behavior. Oh my god.
I just would have done Red Hulk. Red Hulk crashes this matinee.
Captain America matinee is a smash success.
Am I
but-
crazy, or like has MCU rounded back to being like nerd shit? Like nobody likes it
Yes.
anymore, so now it's nerd shit again.
It is fallen. It's kind of falling out of mainstream.
Well, it's no longer nerd shit in the way that, like, people all like these characters now. Now it's nerd shit in the way of, like, everyone has opinions on why it's bad now.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like all the stuff that happened after Endgame, it's like I know about all the stuff that's going on. I feel like normies don't know about what's going on. And that makes me feel like a nerd because that's like how it was before the MCU started.
Well,
I'd be like, well, that guy's gonna be Ironmonger and shit, and it, you know.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. No, it's just like a situation of the movies are not good. They do not have the impact that they once had. They are made specifically as a product instead of as like an actual, movie with a theme of like, oh, this is how we're going to bring, blank beloved character to the big screen. It's more of like, this is our financial plan on bringing the Doctor Strange brand into the mainstream, into the big screen. And you get the Adam Warlock image.
Have you seen the Red Hulk toys?
I have not.
Oh no. Do we want to? Is the question.
It enrages me. It actually turns me into the Red Hulk looking at this piece of shit they put out. Hold on, I got you. And most of the basic figures look like this, by the way.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
File exceeds limit. Jesus. Really?
I wonder how many will be seeing the Prosecco movie in theaters. I don't know how many people, but I know who many. Me!
Look at him. Okay, upload it. Look at this motherfucker. He is not even angry.
Oh my god. This is fucking oh god, who does this look like? Very famous like actor for playing like Italian characters.
Oh, I kind of know what you're saying.
Almost Ray Liotta-esque.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Disgruntled portraitist now banned from channel. Cheap viewers on Streambo.com. Shit, we could have had cheap viewers on Streambo.com. Fuck, why did we ban them?
Yeah, sorry.
This is wonder. I love how he's just like, interesting.
Yeah, he's contemplating something. What's bro thinking about?
He's looking at like a fucking plane going from the sky, and he's thinking, some people think those are chemtrails, but I'm luckily well read enough that I don't think that. I haven't fallen into the QAnon conspiracy, and I thank my lucky stars for that every day. Just a very reasonable man.
He looks wistful.
Like
wistful is a good
with
word
that
for it.
giant ass Red Hulk at the bottom to compare it to.
Right.
Like I love how it's just a literal side by side. And you can just be like, that's not the same guys. Like that doesn't even look like Harrison Ford because
the hair doesn't look right.
License.
Like the hair is slicked back. He's like, hey, I'm the fucking
it's a
Red
different
Hulk.
haircut. It's a
Hey, can I get some mozzarella? Can I get some mozzarella on my gabagool?
This is like, I guess this is like to match like Smart Hulk. This is Fawn's Red Hulk.
Yeah, this is
like Fonzie Red Hulk.
I agreed to dump that shot.
Hey,
now
I'm about to smash.
Hey, let me
like
smash.
Danny Zuko sounding ass.
Let me smash this jukebox to play a song, in a whimsical and delinquent way.
Hey!
Speaking about people,
I'm red.
Hey, I'm red here. But speaking of, things that don't look how people want them to look, we're not going to watch the full Shrek 5 trailer or teaser. We already know you've all seen it. You've all seen the Shrek 5 trailer. I know you have. This is a cultural event. I think they look fine. I think people are just
Yeah.
afraid of change. I think these are perfectly expressive, fine designs, and I think once the movie comes out, people will like it, and I don't think that this will be the kind of
What?
humor within the entire film. This is literally a cast announcement.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be real. I didn't notice anything either. Also, you're seeing it already in chat. Like, I was like, what? What's
This is a good
different?
old Shrek design. This is good design for like a slightly more aged Shrek, like a Shrek in his, 50s.
Like a Shrek that's a dad.
Yeah.
Like that's
Um,
been a dad. I mean, like the baby's grown up.
I said this on
There's
Twitter.
2 others.
Yeah.
I said this on Twitter, but I do think the Zendaya character gives like onward background character a little bit. Like if you took her ears away, that's exactly what she looks
No,
like.
that's
to me.
real.
Yeah.
No, real. Like,
People are complaining about the Zendaya casting. Like, she's a good actor is the thing. Like, yeah, it's a bit like, oh, we casted someone, and it's Zendaya because, that's a really easy choice to make. But also, like, we have to remember the context of the original Shrek also doing that back in the day. It's just that back in the day, everyone loved
Cameron
celebrities
Diaz
so much.
plays Fiona. Like
Fucking literally, Eddie Murphy!
yeah.
Eddie Murphy is there!
Antonio Banderas. Like, Shrek 2
Banderas!
comes along and they say, what if the cat was Latino?
Wholesome Latinx cat saves the last wish.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that led to like one of the best movies ever, Pussy 2.
Pussy 2, love Pussy 2.
Are people forgetting that Pussy 2 happened? Like, I just have faith that this movie will probably just be fine. Like, even if it's not, even if it's good.
What were you saying,
Not a
Jake?
bad song.
well, first of all, you guys should subscribe and watch Austin the Brimstone. Great
True.
Shrek content creator.
True.
I watched his reaction to the trailer, which I was more excited about than the actual trailer.
Yeah.
And he says that in the video, he says Zendaya is actually a big fan of Shrek. He just knows that about her.
Well, everyone is a big fan of Shrek.
Yeah, right. But I mean, she's like our age, I think, or my age, 28-ish. So she grew up with it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. It's funny that the Shrek profile picture, it looks just like the old Shrek to me, but I can't tell
I don't
exactly.
think they changed it yet.
But yeah, the difference is nominal. It looks fine, if not better than the original for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
it
is
looks like
super
it's updated.
expressive. This is all super
updated
expressive. I
it.
like this.
The good thing about old Shrek is like it was kind of cursed, so the expressive stuff making it look better. I could see some people not liking that, but me personally, I think it'll just make for a better movie.
Yeah, I just hate how people are just like, "Oh, we did it with Sonic. We can do it again." Stop harassing animators,
That is so
guys.
cringe,
Guys.
So cringe, bro.
Guys, you're Redimus Supreme. You cannot do that. You are a whole brand new type of incel not seen since the likes of Nikola Tesla.
You know how they can save it? You know how they could save this entire movie immediately and like kill all the backlash? Just show Dragon.
What do you mean by that? What about
Donkey's
Dragon?
wife.
Yeah.
Show
Donkey's-
his beautiful wife.
Donkey's beautiful wife, Dragon.
Show his beautiful dragon wife, Dragon.
It's true.
Oh, the Dronkies are probably
Oh,
older
the
now too.
Dronkies are older too. Whoa!
Holy
I hope
shit.
they all have like Zelen. I hope they're like.
Yeah,
Zoomers.
Kevin Hart
I
is
hope
voicing
they-
all of them.
And Shrek does canonically have 2 other kids.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, there's more to be seen here for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe he's had more since then. We don't, he might have a damn house.
Oh.
Ooh. Shrek's been to work.
Rhinoplasty lip filler.
We're bringing back our favorite bit. Rhinoplasty, yes. Lip filler, yes. Cheek implants, yes, etc. Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about Ogre Operation.
Real.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just really like that post.
Follower gold myth.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa.
Celebrate with
Wait, we
a
had a
gay
follower
spider.
girl?
No, we can't. Oh, hey, it's the new Shrek voice actors for the brothers.
Yeah. Oh,
That
they
would be
need to get the
awesome.
DaVinci guys.
I would love that.
Does she?
A follow girl. Thank you, Beef
To
Hammers, for being our
Shrekky?
80th follower.
Beef Hammer? Okay,
congratulations.
that's my buddy.
Yo.
So we're just going to watch this clip real fast.
Recently, our mom told us to stop listening to the Shrek soundtrack on full volume. And at first, I thought she was kidding. But then I saw her face.
These guys are awesome.
Recently, our mom told
I love when they zoom out and show the camera. Like there's some omnipresent entity that's actually recording them, not.
Yeah. Like their Truman
Their
Show.
life is a mockumentary. Their life is a mockumentary.
Yeah. It's really insane how we have Millions Knives and Vash the Stampede in real life.
But they're like bros. They're besties.
I really like how one of them has a girlfriend, but we don't know which one.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. Speaking in
It'd be
trailer
fucked
news,
if you knew the differences between the two. If I could tell them apart, I'd.
Yeah. Minecraft movie.
so
I love this new trailer.
this new trailer shows that the film is just going to be a perfectly okay like kids film. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. It's gonna be Jumanji Minecraft. I'm so down.
Like
So
this
fucking
movie
down.
was always going to be an okay kids movie. I don't know why people were like so angry at it. But we are
Yeah.
we are looking at one clip in specific because it's the most important one.
Okay. Oh yes. Yeah.
9.9 Motherquake. It's Jennifer Coolidge.
This is incredible.
This whole interaction is so good.
Finally, a Minecraft movie for the gays.
That finally a movie for me.
I need to find the Yowie clip.
Hey boys, are you crafting over here?
Wow.
Holy shit.
I feel like Jason Momoa is more of a character than I expected him to be. I feel like him and
Yes.
Jack
Yeah.
Black are the main characters.
I really wish they made it. They're Yowie.
Yeah, they have something going on between each other.
Happy Yowie Friday, everyone.
those things work right.
It is crazy how this is just straight up Jumanji with Minecraft. Even the guy
Yeah.
escaping into the real world is straight from the second Jumanji movie, I'm pretty sure. Or the third Jumanji movie, technically.
Can you believe we're a month away from the Minecraft movie, guys? Just a month away.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna make
just
a
a month
banger
away.
video. I am so excited.
I'm
Dying for the toy
away.
line.
I'm very excited for that video ever since you announced that you're going to do that one.
Yes, I can't. I need to find the toys. I haven't found any yet.
Like, I think
You'll
the
know when you
Minecraft
see
movie
them.
looks fine. I think that people just are so primed to just get angry at anything on the internet.
I'm going to be this movie's fucking. I'm trying to save it for public opinion. I think once it comes out, it's not going to get the hate it's getting right now. I think people are going to see what you're saying, that it's a perfectly fine kids movie.
Like, this is going to be like this is going to be like Sonic 1, Sonic 2 levels of quality,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, probably more Sonic 1, but I agree.
Oh yeah.
I actually like Sonic 2 better than Sonic 1. I think the Wedding Sublime
Is that a hot
fine.
take? Do people hate Sonic
No.
2? I can't get a read.
I don't know. I don't think. Well, we'd have to go
I think it
into
rocks.
like I don't know, a 5th grade classroom to really do that census, because that's the target audience. Those are the ones having the opinions.
What? Here's my thing. The second movie is better, but it has the worst scene where it's Sonic and Tails dancing to Uptown Funk.
No!
I thought that
I
scene was
was
fun.
That's
I
that part
like
of the
it.
movie forever.
I hate that fucking scene so much.
I don't think you're strong enough.
I don't want it.
But the Eggman scenes, the Eggman laser room scene is okay though.
Are we talking
Henshin.
about Sonic 3 or Sonic 2?
Sonic
I don't know.
3 is the laser room scene.
This laser room scene is perfect.
That
Oh,
is
They're
true.
the same idea.
No, they're different. They're different.
fucking same.
One has 2 CGI characters dancing to Uptown fucking Funk, and then the
Yes!
other one has 2 Jim Carreys dancing to
I
some
think-
other song I don't remember.
Okay. Now keep in mind, they're about to get thrown in a fire. Then they say, actually, dance battle. And then they are losing. So they say, play that funky music, white boy. And they
It's
just
true.
start dancing. And they make a man lose consciousness because of it. And then he goes, actually, Blue Hedgehog and Yellow Fox, you're cool. I think that's super funny.
I like
All right,
watching.
maybe I'll have to reevaluate it.
That
day-
serves the same focus as the time stop scenes in Sonic 1.
Yeah, the day that we watched Sonic 2, we brought along 2 of our friends who did not want to watch like an OK Kids movie, and they were having a terrible time. At one
Right.
point, one of them handed me like their Tinder, and I just started manning their Tinder. For the entire time, and I was just saying crazy shit in all of the DMs, but it worked. Like, all of them kept on talking for fucking hours. It was one of the funniest bits of all time.
Well,
Rip to a real one.
Sonic
Rip to-
3 is the best one, so.
Oh, it is, by far.
No,
Like, as we always say,
Oh,
they
it is
made
the best
Sonic
one.
1 so they could make Sonic 2 so they could make Sonic 3.
Yeah,
Sonic-
that sounds right.
Sonic 3 is like the first Sonic movie that I'd call like capital G good.
Yeah.
it's the one they
I
wanted to
agree.
make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah,
they
I
had to
can't
get
wait for
to
more.
that. They had to set it up.
I was not a Sonic fan until the movies. I grew up in the era of like YouTube where people just shit on Sonic all the time. It's like arguably a pretty bad time for Sonic, I guess, in terms of video games and stuff. So
I also grew up in that era, but I also looked at Sonic the Hedgehog and thought, holy fuck, that's the coolest guy ever.
yeah, they weren't able to get me like that.
Yeah.
Now that his arms are blue, though, I'm on board.
Yeah, controversial topic. We will not be getting into why. Skype will officially shut down in May. Fucking rip
Good.
Skype.
Good. Jesus Christ. Terrible app. Have you used it recently?
I know, it is like malware on your computer. Solve the puzzle.
It
Yelp
feels
Red.
evil to download.
It's an evil presence. It's like... It is an evil specter that invades your machine. Snapchat Yellow, Skype. Skype Blue? Yes, Skype Blue. Skype Blue, a 17-year lead to Zoom. I don't understand why they didn't, like, just rebrand, like, Skype as Teams. Or, like, rebrand Teams as, like, the new Skype and get rid of the original Skype. Because that would have made sense, right? To just give the better app that does the same thing, the same branding. Or, I guess by that point...
Does the
Skype
brand matter?
Well,
like, does anyone give a fuck about Skype branding?
Well, it used to be
I
called
remember a time
Skyping.
That's
Like,
true.
Googling
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I remember a time where you would Skype people, and it would be like a big thing when you got a smart device that was capable of using Skype, because you're like, oh my gosh, I can contact my relatives and stuff like that, because, I mean, FaceTime just wasn't what it was today.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
Yeah,
great.
that's sad to
Diva
see it
down.
go. But also, God, we need to put this horse down really, really bad.
It's terrible. It's a terrible app.
It-
Just delete it.
Oh, God. When they introduced, like, Discord bot mini games, it was over then. Now, you might think that the most revealing thing from this article is that Mr. Beast is incredibly out of touch. What I got out of it is that he has Crohn's disease, and, you know, he's extremely out of touch. So that's pretty much what I got out of it.
Why is he dressed like the villain from Squid Game?
Well, he is. He
You
is
know what?
exact. He literally did Squid Game to people,
Yeah, he's Squid Game.
like on multiple occasions. So I really like his quote of like, "Yeah, the more good you do, the more people will think you're evil."
What?
Pending wall of lawsuits behind him.
That's his take. The more good you do, the more people will hate you.
Because the thing is, you know, everyone thought that Jeff Bezos was going to be Lex Luthor. No, he does not have the, chops to do it because he's not like smart or like that self-aggrandizing in a way where he thinks he could save the world. He just wants, benefits to himself. Same for everyone else, who's like the evil rich billionaire shite now. Or Shiteno for people who don't get the joke, which is the whenever they have a group of 4 people in anime. That's like the 4 people. It's called Shiteno. Or the shite now, as we say it on the show. But yeah, like, Mr. Beast is actually our real Lex Luthor, because he's the only one who thinks he's doing any good. And if there was a Superman, I think he would try to kill him.
Yeah, they really nailed it on the head when they made the pivot to like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
because like the day Mr. Beast shaves his head, we're there, right?
It's over. He also talked about like how much of a workaholic he is. It's just like
never a good trait. Never a good
stop
trait to hear from
talking about
anyone.
how you don't value human relationships. It's not going to be good for your image, as you were saying, Jake.
Yeah, I actually have listened to a lot of interviews with him, because as someone who does YouTube, I do think the guy that's like kind of mastered it is somewhat interesting. Mm-hmm. Not maybe as a good person, but as someone who makes YouTube videos. And the only thing that really stuck with me is that he paid a guy to play a mobile game for him. So because he's so busy, and in the mobile game, like, people can attack you. So he hired a guy to like
cock?
he he hired a guy not only to play the game for him, but the guy tracked the sleep patterns of the other top players in the game and like knew details about them. Like, one had a kid, so he knew the guy wasn't sleeping well, so they would attack his base at night. Like, truly insane shit.
The way he talks about Neuralink is insane.
What did
I
he
like
say
how
about
he
it?
does that, and
Like,
he does have a relationship.
Yeah, with his like person who looks mysteriously too related to him. So, anyways, Josiah did turn in a amazing gay Spider-Man.
Gee, no, we're running out of villains.
No,
I'm
this time
close
it's
to mine.
therapy.
I'm very close to mine.
This time it's therapy. Don't worry,
924.
we got 3 down. They can only do 2 more. The amazing gay Spider-Man, after dealing with that situation, settles down with his therapist in costume. He has a separate therapist for when he's Peter Parker and when he's the amazing Spider-Man who is gay. That just keeps things simple. It's just simpler that way. It is, and it financially crushes him every day, but not as much as it would emotionally destroy him without it.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know, Doc. I just keep on getting villains that aren't really villains and are just like really unwell people that I need to help out and get resources for, and I don't ask for. I really feel used. I know I'm the friendly neighborhood gay Spider-Man, but it's just sometimes gets to me. I'm just one guy who's gay.
I see. Do you think about that a lot, Spider-Man?
Every second, I think, really. Like, if I'm not doing anything else, then my thoughts are just going to settle on just that.
But you still think you're helping these people.
Well, yeah. I mean, I am. I think, because like I get them the resources they need, and I make sure that they end up in a good place and that they're safe. But I've been late to like work outside of the Spider-Man stuff, and like, what's that out of the window?
Pay attention, Peter.
How do you know that? Next time on the amazing gay Spider-Man, the
You slipped up.
therapist. The therapist knows his secret identity. How will he get out of this one in the amazing gay Spider-Man?
So you said looks out the window to set up a villain, but really he has
Maybe.
ADHD. He's
Yeah.
just like zoning out.
I think Spider-Man canonically has ADHD.
I thought that was like a fact.
Yeah,
I don't know if it is.
it is now.
Okay.
Canonically,
it is
Spider-Man is
Spider-Man, at least.
bisexual. Anyways,
True.
what if they made a motorcycle, that was Koraidon? Have we ever thought about this?
Not
Well, they
until
did
now.
make Miraidon. Wait, does it finally use its wheels?
Is this
hi-
street legal? Is this
In
like-
Japan, you can
yes.
only have street legal motorcycles.
Oh, huh.
Because that's why Kamen Rider started doing motorcycles less. Because
Oh, really?
of the market ban on custom cycles.
Oh, interesting.
Hello,
It is
Daft
interesting.
Kyodai. I'm hearing Pokemon Gen 3 for the first time in like a decade. Good timing for that. I love Koraidon. I'm a Pokemon Scarlet guy. I am not a Pokemon Violet guy. I think Koraidon is just better.
Rhydon's much better. I agree.
He just
I
looks
agree,
so much
but
cooler.
Koraidon has the weaker name. Its name sucks.
Why?
It is one syllable
I
off.
think they're both mid.
Oh no, wait. What's
Wait,
I,
what?
you.
No. Wait,
What?
what's the wait, no. What's the other guy's name again?
Rhydon?
Me right on this cock! There we go.
Yes.
Did I just get got?
Yeah.
Me right on this dick. Yes.
My older brother is finally playing Scarlet. It's insane how they made an entire Pokemon generation where every single character is bisexual. Like, nobody who's, like, just a lesbian or just gay. Everyone's bisexual. It's just insane.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta get on my Horizons grind set. That stuff looks good.
Speaking
Horizons.
of things that people
Ooh.
think are insane, we're getting into the Pokemon Direct. We're just going to do a fly-by-fly.
Oh, true.
New season of Pokemon Concierge. It's stop motion. It looks beautiful. I've heard it's good. Thank fucking Christ.
Yeah, I
I'm
need
gonna
to watch that.
I'm gonna watch it because it's the first 4 episodes are on YouTube right now.
Oh,
For free
Cool.
until March 9th, I think. We have...
Yeah.
We're skipping Pokemon Unite. We do not care.
I thought they were
Arceus,
gonna, with that trailer, I thought they were gonna remake the Omega Ruby and Sapphire. I was like,
That
that's
would've been
pretty
insane.
cool.
Oh, as soon as I saw like shiny megas, I was like, this is Pokemon Master Sex. This is fucking Pokemon Master
But
Sex.
they do kind of tease the Mega evolutions throughout the thing. Now, looking back at the card, they're doing the Mega ones now.
So,
Well-
we're getting Megas into the TCG, but not in the way that we had them before, where once you play
Yeah.
them, they end the turn, and you play them on, like, the Pokemon, like, that they Mega evolved
Yeah.
from. They're just, like, essentially
interesting.
a
It's like an
Pokemon
alternate.
V-Star. Essentially.
V-Star?
It's because it just works as an extension of the EX
Yeah.
mechanic, right?
hmm
Do you
Like,
do
and then
you
it just
give
has
up
its own
3
rule box.
prize cards or something with this
Yeah,
one?
3 prize
Yeah,
cards.
the rule box is right there.
Yeah, so you give up 3 prize cards, and you evolve from whatever, like, the base Pokemon evolves from. It's a bit disappointing, but it gives you an alternate evolution condition, I suppose. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think this is a perfectly serviceable, like, compromise for the current TCG landscape, because the way that Mega Pokemon were originally done was a bit, like, lame.
So I assume they just evolved from 3rd stage? Is that how the original Mega worked?
Well,
So the way that it works is that you would evolve them, like if you had Mega Venusaur, you would play it on Venusaur, and then you could not attack that turn. Your turn just ended.
Oh, okay.
That was the
Interesting.
Mega Evolution rule, and then I think it was 2 prize cards. With this
one just straight from stage 2. It seems like based on or stage 1. I mean,
yeah, like whatever it normally evolves from. So I love Kalos. So true. Well, actually, I have opinions on Kalos,
I also love Kalos. I'm a Kalos. That's the first Pokemon game I beat was X and Y.
Me too. It was the first Pokemon game that I owned, but I had played through Pokemon games with friends on like their Game Boys and stuff. I skipped from
Same.
Red and Gold, and then like seeing people play like the Gen 3 games to just going to Gen 6.
I had Sapphire, but I couldn't figure out how to beat it. I was too young.
I was a Gen 5 kid.
So,
like I owned Gen 5, which was
looks
weird.
like
Which one is that? Black and white? Okay.
Specifically Black 2, White 2.
I remember you talking about how you scored some copies of Black, White, and Black 2, or White 2 it was, wasn't it? You got White 2 in middle school, as well as Ultimate Ninja Storm, and that was the only thing I heard about for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It was kind of beautiful. So we got Pokemon Champions, which is like Pokemon Stadium. You can transfer guys out of like home and stuff.
It seems more like a Pokemon Showdown. That you know what I mean? It seems more like it's for that almost.
Well, it's Pokemon like Stadium and Battle Revolution in the way that you I imagine there's rental Pokemon in the game or Pokemon that you acquire in-game and unlock, and you can also transfer Pokemon from your game. I don't think that this is completely sandbox, but this does put Showdown in a weird position of, like, I don't know if they're going to DMCA it. I don't think they would, because they don't make money off of Showdown. And they don't have, like, a Patreon for Showdown or anything, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. That's usually the trigger for a takedown.
I feel like way more people would use the champion. I don't think they really have to worry about. I mean, obviously we've seen Nintendo
I see them as complimentary.
Yeah. So I get the worry for sure. Who knows though?
Yeah, like again, it's weird that this is the first this is for iOS and Switch and Android. This is the first time we've got a Pokemon spin-off that actually uses the main series battle system verbatim. I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
XY was the first generation I was around to see the debut of. I started with Diamond and got into the franchise between Black and White and Black, White 2. I remember playing a lot of Diamond and Pearl Flash games as a child.
I had the Dex books for Gen 4.
I had the OG Dex. Yeah.
My mom didn't like Pokemon, not for like the standard like religious reasons. She just thought it was like, I don't like the little cartoon animals fighting each other.
Fair. Kind of fair. I get it.
And just like most reasonable mom reason for not liking Pokemon or whatever. So I would, like, secretly play the Pokemon Flash games, and, like, the way that I was acting around it, it just, like, they had to think that I was, like, watching porn or some shit. But no, I was just playing the little block stacky puzzle on CartoonNetwork.com for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Latin America, or Latin Spanish, I'm pretty sure, Pokemon.
That was probably the highlight of this entire thing to me for some reason. I don't know. That was the part of this I was like super cool. Like I'm like, that's so awesome.
I like when he said Zeta A. Zeta A.
Yeah. Pokemon Zaza.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Speaking of Pokemon Zaza itself, I think it looks good. Some people have been complaining about it, but I think that I'd rather a game look like this and come out than have it be a AAA looking thing that takes like 8 years to come out and is bad. Like that's also not excusing like the heinous work cycle that they have at Pokemon for the entire franchise, but like I think especially
Legends is different though. It's kind of like a different team, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, like Pokemon has gotten good in the really recent past at separating their stuff into different teams, which at this scale they need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that this game looks like absolutely fine. I'm excited to play it. I think
So here's something I didn't understand. The last Legends game put you in the past. Is this the future?
so
is
this
that
is
the implication?
The implication here is that it's slightly after X and Y the games.
Okay.
Like contemporary times, but it looks like there's a little sting at the end implying that there will be time travel in the game. I like that AZ is like your innkeeper. I think that's a really funny thing for him to be.
Yeah.
I like the little wild zones. Now, the battle system I find interesting because...
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, like active time battle... it has ranges, and you can dodge in real time. I don't know if you control the movement directly, but I think it's interesting.
Legends is like my favorite Pokemon game from the past 10 years.
Oh, it's really
the
fun.
Arceus. So I'm excited for this one. This is one I'll definitely be buying.
It's like Skyrim, but Pokemon. It's really fun.
Yeah.
You just mess around with it for a while, and just like you complete missions, and then you like... I still haven't beaten the main story. I just hop on and I do little tasks.
Yeah, I don't think I beat... No, I did beat the main story, because I way over-leveled and just beat Darkrai's ass.
Yeah. I'm still really sad we didn't see any new Megas in this Direct, but I'm still really happy with Palooza, because Chikorita and Tepig are two of my favorite starter lines. I'm their #1 defenders. The only way this lineup could be better is that they had Popplio instead of Totodile. I love Totodile and Chikorita, don't get me wrong. I just think it's weird that they took the Johto starters, but they replaced Cyndaquil with Tepig.
Yeah.
Still love this lineup. We've known this lineup for a while.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, Pokemon pack leak. They just had 3 guys on it.
Oh.
Well, I will give them credit. If you had to pick a substitute for Cyndaquil, Tepig's gotta be the choice though, right?
Oh, definitely. Especially with whatever like future evolution they're probably going to give them, because I think that's how they're going to justify them having a final evolution that's different, is going to be like future Colosian stuff.
Oh, I hope it's... I hate I like the primitive ones, and I hate the future ones. I'm a future Pokemon hater.
Well, this won't be a future Pokemon as in like Scarlet Violet context.
Okay.
Like this could be its own new idea. Like this could just be Colosian. Like these could just evolve into different final evolutions. We just get like Kalos, Chikorita, or like Kalos, Bayleaf, and
yeah.
It's Meganium. It's Meganium. Like yeah, they could even do it at the second.
I really liked what they did with the alternate starter final forms in the first Legends game, so
that was really cool.
Yeah, I love the Typhlosion. It is so weird. It's just Johto, but Tepig instead. Why is one of them not from a different one?
And I was like, well, because they already used Cyndaquil, but I'm like, why not keep that trend up of like having 3 different generations blended together?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like the goal. Like it's funny that 2 of them are from the same game when there's so many options to pick from.
Like one from Kalos at least, I would think.
I
figured we were gonna get a Johto one each game for these first 3 just to show the Johto love. I didn't think we were gonna get like the Johto love.
Yeah, a strange choice. I'm sure there's a thematic reason they did it, but
Mega's Kangaskhan, welcome back.
Welcome, Mega Kangaskhan. I think it's fine that they didn't show any new Megas in this, because not only will this game... I kind of hope that we don't see any new Megas except for like one flagship one, because I would be super excited to discover new guys in the game as they happen.
Yeah.
I miss Megas so much.
Hello.
Hey, Megas.
Hi, we're in the car.
I got it. Yeah, that was oh my gosh, how was your dinner?
Really good. A lot of food though, but like, I'm just gonna eat that later. And it was, I mean, like,
We love
a lot of
leftovers.
food, but I mean, if it's free, I can't complain.
A European would die from the portion sizes.
Yeah. I
True.
just really hate that how when they get a high portion. It was an Australian who told me that, and I'm just like, you are from fucking Australia. You can handle this. But
I'm driving in New Jersey right now, guys. New Jersey sucks to drive in.
yep, you're exactly
It's
right.
better or worse than Pennsylvania?
Don't even-
Pennsylvania is better because I don't feel like I'm constantly like pissing somebody off behind me.
Yeah. Whereas that's everywhere in New Jersey. Plus, you can't even pump your own gas, so they can do Persona 4 to you, and I think that's not fair.
Pennsylvania makes me think about pencils.
This is true.
I'm the Pennsylvania girl, born and raised Pennsylvania.
What is there?
Philly?
There's nothing there. Holy shit.
There's
we got
Philly,
Philly.
there's chocolate.
You got Wawa's.
there's
You got
Hershey's.
Sheets.
We got Hershey.
You got Hershey.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the Hershey World. I remember. Okay, yeah, there's one
Yeah.
reason to go.
And then
The-
there's
the iconic.
steel. There's a lot of steel they make there.
In Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
That's in Pittsburgh side though, but I've never been to like the western half of the state.
Yeah,
This is
but
a
we said
promotion match announcement.
Pennsylvania, so
Yeah, I'm in the coal mining half of the state.
yeah.
So, yep. And this one, funny post we won't go over today. We have reached the hour mark, which means it is time for the interview.
Yay! But wait a second. Before the interview, I think a new episode of the Amazing Gay Spider-Man just came out.
Oh,
The quadrilogy.
my god.
All right.
Last time on The Amazing Gay Spider-Man, Spider-Man's therapist revealed that they somehow knew that Spider-Man was Peter. How will this play out? How do you know that?
You take the mask off during our sessions.
Fuck. Wait, where do you know me from then? Like, I'm not like a famous guy. Like, do you like go to Wawa?
Peeling off the mask that the therapist is wearing. I'm actually your other therapist, Peter.
Oh, shit.
I am the Therapizer, an original to gay Spider-Man character.
In 1 mile at the roundabout, take the third.
That's a weird thing to say. But okay, so why do I pay you twice? I feel I pay you 2 different amounts. Why do you? Okay, now that we know this, can I go down to the lower amount for both, or like even it out, or how are we cutting the bill there?
You pay by session, and so it just depends on how many sessions you need.
Well, yeah, but when I'm buying sessions for Spider-Man, you charge me more. Whereas, oh fuck, the Vulture was outside. I completely forgot about that.
Oh shit, Vulture, he's on to us.
It's me. You're together. Shit.
Of course, he's my husband, my life
The
partner.
Vulture's straight? Next time on The Amazing Gay Spider-Man.
These episodes are getting more and more. This is shorter and shorter.
Well, we have an ad
because,
break in 30 seconds.
Yeah, watch out for the sinister sex polycule.
You know, me and my husband really like your vibe. No!
No.
Oh no! It's the Oh god, what would it be? The Vulvature?
No, it's just the real ass Vulture. He just found like a young wife. He just found a wife that's
Awesome.
really
shit.
age appropriate, but somehow the relationship is still like okay. She's like in her 30s, so it's fine.
It's only weird if you think about it.
Exactly. That's why she became a therapist, so she just has to worry about other people's problems all the time.
So is this us waiting for ads? How do you know? Does it say like
you have
ads
like
are
a
going?
timer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, on our end, I think it shows that, right?
YouTube
Yeah,
just
on-
does it randomly.
You can turn on like a timer thing for OBS.
Oh.
Let's see. We'll fade over here. Actually, we'll do the fun transition. Whoa.
Oh, it's called estrogen, chat.
Whoa.
No, real.
I'm here.
Actually, I feel like the fun transition is like when someone takes tea and like a week in their voice drops 2 octaves because like that doesn't seem fair. This feels overpowered.
Why'd you have to
Beatboxing
say that,
puppy.
dude? Why'd you have to say that shit? I'm a little upset now. Not at you. I want to be clear. Just at the
Beatboxing
world.
puppy. You might
Beatboxing
think it's kind of
puppy.
funny.
Beatbox
It's a great
and
song.
puppy. I hope if you just joined the stream, we have suddenly been doing the what's the Nathan Fielder show specifically? It's the rehearsal type I curse the Chinese every day for inventing gunpowder bits. Training dumb Jake for this interview. Estrogen should change people's voices too. This is true. This is strictly true. I think it's only fair. They should add that in the next patch update.
That's what makes him an ally, chat.
Can you get... This is a real genuine question. Can you get, like, vocal surgery for that? Is that, like, a real thing?
Yes, you can get it. However, a lot of the work still has to come on your end. The vocal, it basically just helps you kind of do the muscle movements you need to do with your vocal cords.
Because there's an entire subsection of like you could hire a voice trainer or you could look up voice trainer videos on like YouTube of doing MDF like voice training. Very interesting subject. I have a friend who studies it academically. Real neat stuff.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
You can watch the movie Amelia Perez.
Maybe not actually. Maybe educate yourself on the topic and then watch that, please.
I've heard it's really bad.
Man to woman, woman to man, man to woman, penis to vagina.
Is that really the lyrics? Is that really the lyrics?
That's really a song.
Yes. My voice trainer told me to go to trans voice lessons. We love trans voice lessons, chat.
It's kind of a beautiful resource.
I love watching them nodding my head, go, yes, I'll do that. And then I don't do that because I'm like, where the fuck am I going to find that time? And the answer is the time's always there staring me in the face. I just don't want to do it.
Me when I need to do like vocal training for singing. All right. It's interview time.
All right.
Hi, I'm Zep. You must be Jet?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, yeah. So that was a trick question. You failed, so I don't like how you were dishonest there.
I was just kidding. It was just, I was just kidding around.
Oh, that's fun. That's
I
fun.
do have Bakugans. Can I show you? Is that ruining it if I show you?
You will get a chance to show us your Bakugan, written literally on the text of this interview. I am not fucking joking. It is built into this Bakugan is built into this interview in a way that you are not expecting.
Okay.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
I live in Kentucky. I make videos about toys, mostly Transformers, or Transformers that are not Transformers.
Ooh. That's nice. I also see, on your CV that you do some movie stuff now? You like to do movie stuff?
Yeah, I'll pair the toy of the movie with the movie so I can talk about the movie because I like movies as well as toys, and I think it's interesting.
That must be very fun. What brings you in to apply for this position?
God damn it. Well, the YouTube thing isn't really working out that well, so
sorry to hear about that.
I'm low on cash, I guess, and I need a job.
That's very honest. We like to see that.
Appreciate that.
Some employers might not like to see that. Talking about pay up front like that. But with our company culture, we get it. We get the struggle. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that here. But on the job, I just want to let you know, you are going to be presented with, novel problems that will challenge your thinking and force you to adapt to the situation. That being said,
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
I can't adapt.
Oh. That's going to be really unfortunate because you gotta tell us what the fuck is wrong with this guy. Oh, actually, sorry, I read that wrong. You're actually going to have to find this guy.
Yeah,
do I have...
You should be able to find him.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry.
That'll become clear.
Is this guy the soccer ball?
No, that's for the future. Don't worry, you will...
Okay.
You will get it. I'm going to send the tweet to you in stream chat, and I will pull it up on the browser that everyone can see. I need you to find, as the question, can you find...
a little bit of a Where's Waldo.
And the audience can play along, too.
First question. Is the cat at the top the thing? Like, is it a trick question type of shit?
He's in there.
No, I made sure to find it first before I put it on the
I also found it.
I'm not gonna lie. I just looked at a comment and that pointed out directly, and I saw it.
Cheated.
That's really good adaptation. You used your resources. No.
Also, we just pulled up to the house. We're about to go inside, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
You used your resources, and I applaud that. A doctor has to look things up. When they're giving a diagnosis. So
am I meant to be a doctor? Is that what I'm applying for right now?
No, of course not. It's just an analogy. Okay. It's just a metaphor.
Oh, I just was worried I walked into the wrong room.
No.
I've done that before.
It happens. As an INTJ, how did that make you feel?
I'm actually an INFP. You fake piece of shit. How could you read me that way?
So is an INTJ pretty bad then, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I hate those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
How dare
you? This is kind of like how do you think your day would have gone if you didn't have breakfast situation? So I'll just mark that down.
I don't eat breakfast.
So what are your thoughts on Space Jam: A New Legacy?
Right. Watched it when it came out. Not a good movie. Very funny that children were stealing the heads of the toys of LeBron James. Because that toy line looked like shit anyway, so nobody was going to buy it anyway. I don't like the trend that it started of stealing toy heads, because conveniently that happened when Transformers toys had the no plastic windows.
Mm-hmm.
But bad movie, bad toy line. And I mention it like every video I make.
Now, I was just about to say, with all that being said, why do you reference it every video? That is the next question I have written down.
Okay. So I guess context, every time I say like and subscribe to fight Algae Rhythm from Space Jam: A New Legacy. I don't know. I just said it once in a video because I thought it was funny, and then I never thought of anything else funny. so I just kept saying it.
To be fair, local main character Zep here came from when I was like at a friend from high school's like grad party, and I was coming back from like college. And I accidentally introduced myself as local main character. And
How do you accidentally do that?
by being a quirked up white boy goaded on the sauce, I don't know.
Understandable.
He's just like this.
I'm literally just like this in real life. I don't know. But also, of note, Cody and I went to see that movie with a friend before getting Applebee's half-priced apps, and I just want to tell the story of when Cody came into the car, and we were talking about it, and Cody said, "What the fuck? Why was his name Algae Rhythm? What does that mean? Like
What do you mean? What
Algae
does
from
that mean?
Bakugan?" And
What?
And we thought it was a bit at first. We thought it was like a bit at first because, you know,
Okay.
like this is a bit that we would do. It was not a bit. This was real.
He actually didn't get it.
Yeah, she
Chad,
heard,
it's
by the way.
not my best moment. I'll be honest.
Not the best. Look, sometimes you just a dumb little girly pop sometimes.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. Cody, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
You didn't get
Yeah.
Algae Rhythm.
Well, actually, the other friend was also a woman. I was the only man there. Way to assume.
To be okay. To be honest, though, this is the same movie that goes, ladies and gentlemen, the Goon Squad.
Bro, the movie would have been so much funnier 2 years later.
Yeah,
That shit
no,
was
exactly.
snapped. Now nobody gives a fuck
truly
about the
ahead
Goon
of its
Squad.
time.
Yeah.
Truly
Ahead of
ahead
its
of it. Well, the
time.
Goon Squad itself actually sucked, though.
I'm
Not
really
as good
glad
as
that
the
they
aliens.
gave him a fake family in the movie and also made the movie
That-
about his family. I think that's really
I didn't
funny to
like
do.
I really didn't like the choice of make it the son that had the name Dominic, so it's Dom Ball. I really don't. I feel like that
actually
just,
appreciated that.
it was a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess, for Zep. Instead, the darkest chasm for me. All right, next question.
So, The Big Bang Theory is a show that you have said on the record you have watched every episode of. Name your top 10 bits from The Big Bang Theory starting now.
I like the roommate agreement.
Okay.
I like the knocking
Good
on
one.
Penny's door. I mean, that's a
Okay.
classic, obviously.
Yep.
Of course, classic.
Oh, I like that Raj can't talk to women until he gets drunk, and then when
Okay.
he's drunk, he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm. That's 3.
I'm thinking there's so many Sheldon ones. I like the bit of the comic book store owner just like having a miserable, terrible life.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart is his name. Stuart.
Yes.
It's like I know these people really. I've spent so much time with them.
Yeah.
Howard, his mom. That's a great bit. His mom actually dies in like season 8,
This is true.
and it's pretty sad.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning for anyone.
Yeah,
who
for
hasn't
everyone
seen
who
it.
hasn't watched The Big Bang Theory and was planning on it, sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry, his dad. Sorry, Sheldon's dad dies. That's in Young Sheldon. So
Hi.
So-
Okay, shut
So-
the fuck up. We're doing something important.
Okay. Hold on. Let me load up stream so I can see exactly.
We're doing top 10 bits.
Oh.
yeah, top 10 bits.
What am I at?
5. You're halfway done.
Christ. Fucking A.
There's a really
I don't
obvious
know.
one that you're forgetting.
A really obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
I did the penny knocking one.
Mm-hmm. Roommate
Obvious?
agreement, but there's a really obvious one. That,
Oh,
that can get you
you're sitting on my spot on the couch.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have like 10 at least that you know of?
Yeah,
Like-
I do.
Okay, you have a list. That's
I
impressive.
can confirm and deny everything you say, so you can't make anything up on me.
And I will corroborate all of it.
I'm trying to think of like a deeper cut one. You fucked me, man. You really fucked me with this one. I should have done a rewatch or something. But
This was what
It's
us
been a
saying
while since I
Bazinga
watched
multiple
it.
times was for. This was what us saying Bazinga multiple times was for, by the way.
I didn't even notice you saying it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I've been brain manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Bazinga? Oh, that's
There
one
you go.
Bazinga.
There you go. There you go. Up to 7. 3 more. 3 more.
You know, the thing is, he doesn't say Bazinga that much, which is why it didn't come to mind. He's not like people act like he says Bazinga every episode. It's for special occasions. He does not joke around that often.
Yeah.
There's gotta be more Sheldon ones. There's so many fucking Sheldon ones.
I could name 5 right now, but I won't, so you won't break you.
Are you gonna make me squirm? How long? How long are you?
You
gonna,
have
you're
3
gonna make me
more.
go through
Literally
all
3
10?
more. 3 more.
Is Sheldon's sister being like attractive to other people hot?
Yeah, that's
Because they
fine.
kind of do that.
We count it. We count it.
Oh, Leonard's mother is cold but loves Sheldon.
Yes.
She's cold to Leonard but loves Sheldon.
One more.
Yeah.
One more. Raj's parents pay for everything. It's kind of an ongoing bit.
10. That's 10 bits. 10 of them. 10 bits. I like when Sheldon cuckolded Leonard, but actually she was a North Korean spy, so it was fine.
I like
I
thinking
kinda
of Leonard's
remember that.
mom.
Granted,
12 seasons is a lot.
It is, and I don't like the show, but it was always on in my household. So, and I always got compared to it because, you know, I had niche interests and was a little bit of a nerd. So, you know, I know all of it through trauma.
That's what I hear a lot from people that hate it. And understandable, but I just was like, yeah, that's a nerd show. They talk about they talk about stuff I kind of know about, that I kind of like. Really, it's just a pretty okay sitcom that has nerdy elements. It's really not the focus.
Yeah. Now, Peggy, you did have something to say.
Peggy gone.
Peggy's gone.
Oh, shit. I guess she died.
Probably because of the Big Bang Theory.
Probably. Now, with this line of work, you will have to make decisions on the fly with limited information. To simulate this, I'm going to have you guess what these cookie cutters are shaped like. I will pull them up on stream. And, you know, if you have the stream up, you can see them that way. Or Cody can copy-paste them into chat. Come on. There we go. We're doing the first one, I'm pretty sure in the thing. Probably the most obvious one. Let me see the order they're in the interview question chat.
Elephant.
Yeah, elephant is right.
Easy.
What is this one?
Hippo.
That is correct.
Yeah, would have accepted Boudang also.
Here's something interesting, 6502 person. They never outwardly say Sheldon has autism. They never say that. They say he has OCD and like 400 other things, but they never say autism.
In fact, the Chuck Lorre came out and said that he doesn't, even though it's clearly the intention.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I already have this downloaded. Never mind, I can just drag and drop it. All right, moving on to the next one. You're at 2 for 2 right now. What is this?
Interesting. I think it is. I think it's like a bird.
This one is, in fact, a squirrel, but I would have accepted.
I see.
King Boo. I would have accepted
Yes,
King Boo.
I was thinking like the Boo, but I was like, there's no way it's a fucking Boo cookie cutter. That can't exist, probably.
Oh yeah, what a ridiculous shape that could exist.
Now,
okay, why do you say it like that? Are there gonna be weird shapes?
Number 4.
I don't know. Is there?
Easiest one. Now for this one. What's this one?
That's like the little cat drawing that I see on the internet, right? Like a little cat character, maybe?
Yeah, but what is that cat character's name?
Oh, I have no idea. I've never heard of it. I've just seen it. I don't know what it's called.
Well, let me
I'm sorry.
give you a little hint.
It's not Hello Kitty, is it?
It's the Boy Kisser! It's the Boy Kisser cookie cutter! It's the Boy Kisser! The very famous character, the Boy Kisser.
You like kissing boys.
It was in fact the Boy Kisser.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now you know how to kiss boys.
it's true. That's how you learn. Now, you did turn in a resume for us. Cody, could you send Jake the resume from our interview chat?
Send me my own resume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Firestar doesn't like waffles is the Boy Kisser, essentially. Same DNA, same gay furries, essentially. So...
Here's the resume.
Now,
Okay.
I want to clarify dinosaur podcast host. You are a podcast host that is a dinosaur, not a podcast about dinosaur host.
Yeah, correct. I'm kind of Godzilla's cousin. So kind of dinosaur, kind of like mythical dinosaur type thing.
Okay, I get it. Now, could you explain this gap on your resume? He's from Duel Masters.
Dumberly Gomez, Jakerty 3 Esquire.
That's your name.
That's your full name.
Yeah.
That is your full legal name.
All right, I forgot.
Yeah.
What?
happens sometimes.
So I don't know the anime character on the side. He must.
Oh,
I
that's
think he's
Gap.
my.
Yeah,
That's
that's Gap. He's
That's
from
the
Duel
gap on your
Masters.
resume.
Oh, I get it. His name's Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the gap on your resume.
I hate this. I've never watched How I Met Your Mother. I've watched every single season of Big Bang Theory, not a
Yeah.
single episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, that's weird. Why I found it really weird that you put it on your resume.
I don't know.
Well,
Now-
that must be. Well, maybe just that bit is the skill, correct?
Now let's go through your experience.
Epic reference moment.
YouTube. You worked at
Yeah.
YouTube in the internet. Sighing loudly when checking notifications was your job position.
Yep. That sounds right.
It says that you're still doing there. Your job duties including making videos about toys, in parentheses, the lesbian robots.
Yeah, a lot of them are gay or lesbians or both.
That is true.
Only in the comic books, usually, though. Unfortunately, we'll
I'd
get some
argue
gay ones
the
on the
cartoons.
screen at some point.
I think Megatron is a lesbian in every universe, if you believe.
This is true. All
Universe.
Transformers can be read as butch lesbians. This is just a fact.
Also, sorry to interrupt, but there's this little kitty cat on my lap right now. I forget her
Holy
name, but she's like
fuck.
licking me, and it's really awesome.
This is literally the
Nameless
coolest thing I've
cat.
ever heard.
I just met this cat like 5 minutes ago, and she's already my best friend.
This is
That's
literally the coolest thing of
incredible.
all time.
Also, as soon as I got into my friend Damien's childhood room, which is where I'm, spending my time during Toy Fair, I get greeted by a car cat plushie. I needed to share that too.
Oh,
Thank
beautiful.
God.
Beautiful, loving accommodations.
I hate that I'm slowly becoming a car cat Kinney. It's really bad for me. Hard Day Factory in Detroit. You were a factory borker. You borked on assembly line, or sorry, assembly bine, and Bogos Binted. Could you explain more about that for me?
Dude, I don't remember. It was like 4 months in 2018.
I guess you're right.
More buns been bunny bean.
That is how you would say it in the industry. Yes.
Yes. I worked in the factory for a while as well.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah, no,
never
I
knew
don't
that
bring it
about
up a lot.
I used to work with my friend, and one day he told me he's gonna go work at the box factory, and he said it's so completely serious that I believed him, And I was telling my girlfriend, like, yeah, Jackson's going to go work at the box factory. I just don't, like, I would get rides with him to work. So I was kind of, like, thinking about that. And then, like, a week later, I asked him about it. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? he just lied to my face and forgot about it. And I just spent, like, a week thinking about him going to work at the box factory. And he said, what the fuck is the box factory? He Dan Hinchel'd me. He was like, why would I go there? Why would I do that?
That's
That's
really
not Dan
awesome.
Hensel. You just got gaslit.
You just got, hey, could you go to the store and buy me some elbow grease? Could you buy me some striped paint?
Oh, your blinker fluid's low.
Yeah, blinker fluid. Blinker fluid is believable, though. Like, the stuff comes out, the water comes out of the car.
The worst part is having a conscience and like a moral compass, because I get people with blinker fluid and they're like, oh my god, do I need to go get that checked? And I go, no, that one's, or like I got them with blinker fluid and then their windshield washer fluid was low and I'm like, oh, your wiper fluid's low. And they're like, yeah, right, you're not gonna get me this time.
Boy who cried wolf type shit. That's crazy.
Exactly.
There was another really good one that I heard, but I forgot. It sounded really real.
Was it a car one again, or
No, it was like a tool thing. I forget. You can probably look up a list of these. But it's, and then the last position that you have listed, on defense everywhere,
Right.
every goddamn day. And your job position was riding that high. From July 2007 to debatable. And the job description is, this one will be good, I swear. I'm not sure what this one means. Can you think of anything that might have happened in July of 2007?
I do believe on July 7th, 2007, Transformers by Michael Bay came out. That's the only thing I can think of.
Now,
I
when
never
that
really thought
happened,
of it as a gay film, but good for it.
yeah. Now, so it seems here that like you have a lot of built up angst about this.
I do. I didn't realize. I guess it's internal.
Yeah.
Subconscious, maybe.
Now, here's the thing. We were originally going to do this resume bit to peek behind the curtain with Jack Kuso, and then I forgot to do it because we got involved with
What
other
the
bits.
fuck? Am I getting recycled bits right now? What
no,
the hell?
actually,
No,
I
never.
completely changed the resume just for you, but I did not have to change the date on this one line because it also is the year that Bakugan came out.
Oh, really? Wow.
Like
big
the
year for
same
me.
month. Same month.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I do believe that was in Japan, technically in 2006, but we don't need to get into that right now.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, education, the University of Hard Knocks at the Streets, and your major was swallowing tough pills, and you do specify this is a real place.
I went a year after I was born. I forgot about that.
A year after you're born, it says you're still enrolled.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of those-
I'm
one of those
clever.
forever
I see.
learners.
I was actually
Yeah.
born in 1996, so I guess I took a gap year before I started. But
it's
that's
understandable.
pretty interesting.
Relatable. Got to walk before you
Well,
can
they
go to
weren't
college,
taking a
of
literal
course.
baby, of course. A literally newborn infant, of course. That would be
Yeah.
silly.
You have to wean. You have to wean for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
If you
Naturally,
breastfeed, you can't get into the School of Hard Knocks.
it's true. That's that's very. That even I know that about this university.
And it looks like you have a couple of awards on your list, which I found a bit concerning. Best Actor nomination from the Oscars 2025, Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. So I find that interesting because that is Timothy Chalamet who did that.
Right.
Now, what
Well,
I
he
find...
and I spiritually are kind of on like the same level when you think about it.
Well, I'm glad you say
his
that.
emotional stunt double.
Because on the next line, you say that you were the Pulitzer Prize winner for music in 2018, and then you also turned in a separate document that you won 5 Grammys this year. Now, that was Kendrick Lamar. Are you saying that you were also a spiritual body double for Kendrick Lamar?
My name is Kendrick Lamar.
Holy shit!
Oh my goodness.
Did we just reinvent the T-Pain bit in real time?
I think we just did, actually.
Fuck.
What?
Huh.
We'll explain
What a
the T-Pain
complete
bit
unknown.
later. What a complete unknown. Okay, that's
Can I just say about Timmy C?
yeah,
Him
let's hear it.
busting out the Beyblade. You know,
Mhm.
I was happy to see it, of course, but he's kind of a poser. That's from the starter set, man. He's not busting out anything special.
Now,
Mammoth
here's-
Tusk.
But
Come
here's
on,
the thing.
bruh.
Whoa,
He got the
don't
starter
say
set.
that.
He's okay, but it's
Mammoth is
the
awesome.
starter set Beyblade.
Mount,
Yeah, because Mammoth is awesome and like underrepresented. Like, yeah, it's like a starter set, but nobody uses it because they don't get it like he does.
but also, we have to
Oh.
consider that he got a starter set Beyblade, meaning that he bought the starter set
Right.
instead of just a single Bay off the
in it.
shelf.
Well, he's rich. Of course, he'd grab the most expensive Beyblade thing. Like
No, here's
that's
the thing.
what I would do.
Interesting. We'll note that down.
I think Peggy has a better point that he's rounded back. Like he's so into it that he's
I know,
rounded
'cause
back to looking basic.
When the starter set dropped, I had to fight for my life defending Mammoth Tusks because I had like an entire like demo day at my local hobby shop where somebody like a TikToker friend non-binary brought their PR starter set to let us test
What?
it out before it actually came out, and I was
cool.
the only one fucking with Mammoth Tusk.
Now,
I was
Peggy's
winning.
opinion is my opinion.
Mammoth Tusk? What?
I'm a Mammoth Tusk fan. I'm just saying it looks suspicious, and I question if he actually plays the game.
I think he does because it's Beyblade, and everyone who would pick up a Beyblade would pay Beyblade. Have you ever done? I've done it like in the middle of a bar before, and it's awesome. It's just awesome.
That's sick as fuck, actually. Have you
Like-
seen the little suitcase they're putting out?
Oh yes, I'm
pretty
buying
fun.
it immediately.
Oh,
course,
yeah.
it's awesome.
Flash
Yeah, I
Carry
need
City.
that.
Now we're
Let's
going.
go past non-binary.
Non-binary.
Non-binary is one of my favorite people. Love
Non-binary
non-binary.
rocks.
Is that
I
a
love
person?
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is an
that is
incredible handle.
someone I've met in real life.
Are they on Twitter?
Incredible handle.
They are.
I'll
They
follow
don't
them.
post as much anymore, but
How
good
the fuck
retweets.
How do you write that?
Non-binary, but you replace bi with bay, meaning that you could also be bisexual.
There we go.
Now, this is a Transformers question, so I am playing to your strengths.
Oh,
Okay.
back to a
Leo
different day.
Convoy's localized name is often Leo Prime. What should it be?
What should it be?
Mm-hmm.
For these names that have been Leo Japanese name, whatever, like Leo Convoy or Star Convoy, they should just stay Convoy, man. Like Star Optimus Prime does not sound right. It just doesn't roll off the tongue like Star Convoy. Like I'm not into the Japanese side of Transformers at all. I don't know anything about it, but you gotta admit, Convoy is a raw ass name.
It is.
And
It's true.
Love the
It
song.
could have worked for him in America as well.
Now, I have, a little thing to say in which there was a correct answer, and it was Optimus Pride. His name should have been Optimus Pride. Because
Okay,
if he's
that's good.
Optimus
He's a
Primal,
lion, yeah.
he should be Optimus Pride. It only makes sense.
Yeah, I can't fault your logic there.
Now, you, in our Twitch chat, are on record for saying you did a live-action Bakugan series in your
Oh.
youth. What was the plot?
Yeah.
And who was your main Bakugan?
It's fucking evil you wrote that down. I don't remember saying that. I was actually the cameraman and editor, and I also
Ooh.
did voices for the Bakugan.
This is
So
beautiful.
I played Reaper. Was that one of them? Was it just
Yes.
called Reaper? That was
Yes.
like my best friend was the main character, and his name was Rex in the show.
Okay.
And I played his Bakugan, which meant I would just talk behind the camera. There was no real editing going on. I did
Yeah.
an intro with the intro song, of course. But besides that, there's not like actual editing. There's no real story. It's completely inane. I've tried to rewatch it. It doesn't make any sense.
I would love to like see this at some point if you would ever.
I
want
will
to
not show it on stream.
No, not on
but
stream.
I will give you a link.
I don't want to show this.
If you agree to not.
No, I'm not
spread
going to do this on. I'm not going to spread this. This is just for me. This is just for me. I love it because Cody and I also did it. Cody and I also did a Bakugan series, Big Ball Brawlers.
That's
where
more
Honestly,
creative
it
than
has
ours.
some of our best jokes ever made.
It
honestly.
really is true. I was Lyndon Bakugan Johnson.
It's really awesome. I edited it was a mashup of Ram Ranch and the original Japanese Bakugan theme song that I'm pretty sure you guys used as the theme song.
Yep.
I wish I could tell you guys the title of it because it's so lame. Can you mute the audio for a second? Because if someone looks it up, they'll find.
Yeah. Okay. Discord audio is muted. All right, I'm going to turn the audio back on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm enlightened now. Now, this is one that I gave you multiple hints at throughout stream.
Okay.
Who am I?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Fucking A. Oh god. Are you okay, I have. If I say the wrong guess, will you immediately say the right answer? Because I want to guess a couple times.
You want to
Do
guess
I
a
only
couple
get one
times?
try is what I'm asking.
How about 3? I'll give you 3.
Okay, 3 tries. Are you Sheldon Cooper?
No.
Fuck.
That's a slur.
Okay, so maybe I'm looking at the resume for clues.
Resume is not going to be it. It's something I said verbally.
Something you said verbally? Yep. I'm such a bad listener, Zap. I don't listen to people.
That's why you gotta
listen to half of what people say. God damn it. Who are you? Oh, God, are you Jet Kuso?
I am not Jet Kuso.
God damn it.
I am
Final...
coquettish, but I cannot be described as the same, like, vaguely, as Jet Kuso said onto me, scrawny, meant in the
I got it.
most...
I got it. You're boy kisser. Knew it.
I am not boy kisser.
Damn it.
He is unfortunately heterosexual.
Unfortunately, against all odds, I am heterosexual. This is just a sad fact of reality for many people. More people ask my pronouns than people around me who are actually like gay and non-binary whenever we go out in a public setting. It is quite unfortunate. It is stolen valor. The answer is. You must have forgotten. I'm him.
Fuck you, bro. Don't hit me with a Dracula flow like that, bro.
Back to the video.
Anyways, back to the video. We are actually going back to the video we were playing earlier.
What? What video?
So you are going... When I accidentally said, what the fuck is wrong with this guy instead of find this guy. So you're going to have to tell me, what's wrong with this kid? A favorite mini game of our interviews.
What's wrong with him?
I'll send a link in chat.
Oh, this shit.
I'll send a link in chat so you can watch it.
The last time I was watching this, you posted some really weird Beyblade clip. And this looks Davis. It's Digimon. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Digimon clip. It's the iconic Digimon clip.
Some nice friends you got there, Davis.
Why does... okay, Ty sounded weird for a second. Some nice friends you got there, Davis. What the fuck is that? Why is it a rocket ship? Is that the fucking one that exploded with the teacher on it?
We do talk about that at some point. In fact, I talk about it in the latest episode. There will be a reference to the Challenger. Look out for it.
Okay,
and it was Krista McCullough who died, by the way. So, the rocket stuff has nothing to do with that. That's just extra flair. What's wrong with that kid? Why would he say that and then do that?
The way he slid across the floor was really interesting to
like
me.
Michael's angelic slide from Captain Tsubasa, exactly.
Well, the issue with him...
I think he just did.
The issue with him is that he is the Digimon Emperor, so he's kind of a dickhole.
But he's kind of awesome for that.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
That clip was pretty raw. I'm not gonna lie, the way he slid across the floor was kind of epic. But I think he just is like an incel, probably like Digimon incel.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No. You know what? I fuck with Wormmon. I'll say that much.
Wormmon is my favorite Digimon.
Wormmon, like Stingmon, great evolution line.
He's unfortunately a Redditor with game. It's really unfortunate.
Imagine I guess that.
No, that's not a written down answer. That one was just off the dome. That was just me trying to describe this man. And by man, I of course mean young troubled youth.
What's his fucking name? What's his name in the cartoon?
Kenichi Joji.
Kenichi Joji. He's my favorite Digimon character. It's also Kenichi Joji. They don't change it. However, they do accidentally pronounce it Ichijuji a lot.
Oh, his name's Ken.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anything, like they kind of imply it might be short for Kenneth in the dub, when it's definitely not. I know his brother calls him Kenny Boy a lot. That's also a dub original.
It's like how they changed Dan in Bakugan to be short for Daniel instead of Danma.
Yeah.
Right. Bruh, I had a pitch for a Digimon Netflix movie trilogy. Not a pitch, just something I would think about a lot. Because I feel like it can be Americanized in a way that's not shitty.
Can we hear it?
I feel like a lot can be done with the general concept of Digimon.
Can we hear it?
Yeah.
That would be a nice buffer between our next question.
Well, I was thinking it would be a lot like Digimon Tamers, except instead of... I don't remember the Digimon Tamers main character. It would be Tai.
Okay.
And then there would be I don't know if it'd be Rika, but Henry would be in it with Terriermon. That's the main Digimon Tamers thing. It'd be 3 Tamers. And it's a long... Okay. Well, I had the idea in my head for so long. Like, I never write this stuff down. I just be thinking about this shit. So it's a little jumbled up, but the main idea was like, just a Digimon trilogy that kind of told the first movie would be like them meeting the Digimon and dealing with the Demimon, the devil Digimon. I can't remember his name.
Devimon,
right. They'd be fighting Devimon, the first movie. Okay. And then the second movie would be like our war game. And then the third movie would be something else I can't remember. But mostly it was adapting Digimon Tamers and Our War Game, because those are the 2 best Digimon things, IMO.
Fair enough. Now, I hear recently that you've gotten into Kamen Rider, specifically Gav. Wonderful series, Gav.
Yeah. Got a video that should come out tomorrow about it.
Oh, plug. We will be in attendance, but for right now, it's time for Superhero Time, Gay or Nay, America's favorite game to play. It's simple. There are 3 shows in the Superhero Time lineup: Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Precure.
And what?
Yay! Women!
What?
Women.
Pretty Cure.
Pretty Cure?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
really in the superhero lineup?
Yeah, it's the
It's
Magical
like an
Girl show.
unofficial. They don't like. It kind of like it's not officially considered it, but everyone who watches Superhero Time considers it part of it.
Yeah.
It airs immediately before Superhero Time.
And
Okay.
also,
Like the block
they
immediately before.
the Pretty Cures also show up whenever the Super Sentai and you know Kamen Riders show up for advertisement, so it's there. It's in there.
What's like the synopsis, I guess?
It's
like,
a Magical Girl series where
Imagine Super Sentai, but it's all women.
Super Sentai. It's all women, probably in middle school or high school, depending. And they just rough bitches up. And there's also
if they're
like,
meant to be in middle school, are they like actual children?
yeah,
Or,
They're like average age is like 13, 14.
yeah.
really? Interesting.
And then, like, they fight, like, usually an evil legion set up similar to a Super Sentai thing, except they're entirely comprised out of slut elves.
Yeah.
The
Or it's like a
villains are
Team
slut
Rocket.
elves?
Yes, that's the way that you could describe them.
Yeah.
Now,
Slut elves and MILFs.
Now,
I'd
this
say
game is
also.
simple. We are going to name a ship, and you will say gay or nay, whether the ship is real or not. And with Superhero Time, they kind of just do write gay ships and then say, you know, they're really good. They're very good roommates. They're very good friends.
I have never heard the term boy love before getting into Kamen Rider.
That's
Excellent!
awesome.
You've
New
been
term to me.
prepared! It's Yaoi Friday. So we are actually going to...
Happy Friday. Happy Fujoshi Friday.
Fujo Friday, baby. Now, we are going to start off with something you do know. Kamen Rider Gav. Send the Gav gif in chat, please. Peggy and or
Oh my
Cody.
Okay, this is spoilers for me. I have not gotten to this part. Oh. Well, yeah. Miss Chocolate Kiss. Here's my thing. So I'm gonna say gay. This is obviously crazy gay. The thing about me for watching the show is, you know, I respect people who ship. You know, there's shippers in the Transformers community. I'm familiar with the game. It's not. I'm kind of a Megop shipper, a little bit low key, but I don't ever talk about it. I'll retweet something. I don't really view these characters sexually at all. Like, I don't know. Like, I just see them as asexual beings. I don't know if
Well,
that
they
if
could
they
still be
like
in
get
love.
girlfriends. Yeah, that's true. They could be in love.
Now, I will say you did guess correctly. Gay. When they do a Gift of the Magi send up on their Christmas special, these two are the stand-in for the couple in that story. And in a live stage interview, not only did the actors and directors compare the two characters to a couple and acting as a couple, the actor for Honto acted as if he were cuckolded in a certain scene where he felt betrayed. That is the exact word. Netarare is the word that they used, which essentially translates to cucking. He literally, the director walked up and said, "You acted like you got cucked." Yeah, that's gay. That's as gay as I could possibly imagine.
I like them, and they are my favorites.
They're
also
two silly guys.
How do you say the girl? I recorded and I said Sachika, and listening back to the recording, Sachika. It's like, yeah, I said it fucked up the whole video. People are gonna get mad at me in comments.
Don't worry. There are Kamen Rider fans that pronounce it worse. And speaking of Kamen Rider, we're going on to our second one. We're introducing two riders from a series that you have not seen before. We have Takumi Inui, the lone wolf and primary user of the Fies gear in Kamen Rider Fies, and Masato Kusaka, that guy and primary user of the Kaiza gear in Kamen Rider Fies as Kamen Rider Kaiza.
They're all gay, right? Like, they're just all gonna be gay, right? It's gay.
Is that what you're going to lock in?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in gay. I'm looking at... I have eyes, don't I?
The answer is no. While Takumi knows and can use every homophobic slur with his husband Kiba in Kamen Rider Fies, Kusaka invents new slurs every day and uses them with intent to kill.
When I was asking for pictures to help for these graphics and I gave like the list of ships to my Common Writer Yaoi enthusiast, like everyone instantly responded, that is an ass ship. Why is he asking you to make this? And I'm like, I'm assuming this is the Nay then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the Punisher's skull.
that was your hint. That was your hint.
That was a hit.
Also
Okay.
the fives.
Now
Everything about this one rocks.
we're entering our third question and our first Precure question, and only Precure question, unfortunately. We have Natsumi Manatsu, the airheaded and charismatic Cure Summer, and Laura, heir to the grand throne of the Grand Ocean, and eventually the powerful Cure Lemaire.
Is it a cartoon or are they?
It's
is
a-
it
yeah, it's
fan art?
anime.
Yeah, this is an
Yeah, it's
anime.
an
one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
magical girl anime.
Okay, interesting. That makes because I was like imagining a tokusatsu show with like middle schoolers, and I was like, that doesn't check out in my brain. But okay, it being anime makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? They look pretty happy.
Not only is Laura a trans allegory pretty directly, wishing to change her body dramatically to feel more comfortable with herself and her own presentation, is roommates with Manatsu. Roommates?
Uh-huh.
Every
They were
Precure is a
roommates.
lesbian, and 1/4 of the time is trans. This is just a fact. This is just reality.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is only
Good to
one
know.
instance in which a Precure is not, and it is because she is Catholic.
No, that means that she's the strongest lesbian of them all.
It's true. Well, I meant like not trans, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that. You don't. Have we taught? You know, ex-Catholic pussy. You know what ex-Catholic
The
pussy
others.
is.
I would say the other. I would say any of the other Cures in Fresh Precure would be.
I think that they're all
Okay,
lesbian. I
fine.
think they're all trans and fresh.
They're
Precure,
all
to be
lesbians.
honest.
I'm not arguing the lesbian part.
Of course. But now, let's go to our fourth question. Super Sentai enters with Lupin v. Pat. Now, we have Kairi Yano, the devilishly cunning thief, Lupin Red, and Keiichiro Osaka, the boot-looking patron Ichigo.
Why is Prowl there?
Because I just looked up like police in the stickers category on Picmix, and it wasn't loading completely at first until I put it in. I'm just like, this is really funny. I'm keeping it.
It is.
Oh, this Super Sentai is a cop?
Now, this is a unique thing where it's cops and robbers, where it's a teams of thieves and a team of cops working against each other. To
In the
capture,
show?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the,
Yeah.
What's it called?
Lupin v.
v.
Pot
Pot.
Ranger.
Wait, what?
Lupin
B?
Ranger versus Pot Ranger.
Lupin Ranger versus Pot Ranger. Pot being short for patrol.
Okay, I need to watch that. That sounds interesting.
It's a good
There's
one.
2 full teams of
Yep.
like
They're
are the
like teams
teams
of
bad
3 at
guys?
least.
There's 2 teams of
Yeah,
3,
two.
and then they trade off their extra ranger between each other. He has a form for
Oh.
each team.
Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna say yeah to all of them. I prefer that be the reality.
Now,
I care not for lore.
these 2 canonically kiss.
Okay, yeah.
They
I can kind of see them kissing.
In a
in the-
stage
in the
play,
corner.
they canonically kiss, and then Lupin Red just cheekily runs away after he kisses him, which I think is the gayest thing you could probably ever do.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the more canon they're gays out of all of Tokusatsu. Including the one where there's a canonical trans character who is like literally trans stated in the text. And they say transgender in Japanese. But that's like a less official one. It's not out of the main ones, but it's yeah. Now, we're going on to our final question. From one of from the greatest of all times, Kamen Rider Build. We have Kiryu Sento, brilliant amnesiac scientist Kamen Rider Build, and Banjo Ryuga, fugitive fighter Kamen Rider Cross, of course spelt Cross Z, because fuck you.
They're all over each other, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
they're
look at
that's
that!
what
Look
you
at
call
that
it.
glance. They both look like they just got caught getting up to something.
Yeah.
Oh, doing what though?
Yeah. Well, I assume with the context that Jake has provided, I assume he's playing gay sex.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on. I'm examining the frame here. So I see gay flag. I know that one. Big fan. I see another flag, which I think is lesbian?
Bisexual.
Bisexual.
Although lesbian would apply, I think.
That's crazy because I am bisexual, but I don't know the flag. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Well, now you know. This is the best way to find out, I think.
I'm gonna say yeah, they're gay. They're gay and they have hot, spicy gay sex.
This is like literally true. This is literally fucking true.
Like at some point when they were announcing the show,
I have this in the. I have it in the spiel. I have that quote in the spiel.
You go.
Now, while Ryuga Bancho did have a late girlfriend in the show, the fucking most bisexual man himbo I've ever fucking seen in the world. It is said that Kamen Rider Build was a story of heated drama between men when it was announced, if that's what they're calling it nowadays. Now, they just barely didn't show on-screen gay sex, but they got really fucking close, especially in the finale. The finale is literally the setup to a BL. I cannot... There's lines in the show like, "You're my best match. I don't want to have an other partner other than you."
Wow.
Which
one is this?
Kamen Rider Build.
Right.
Kamen Rider Build, which I don't think is only one of the best Kamen Rider series, but just one of the best television series of all time. Probably the best first episode out of any television show of all time. It's
on my list. It's on my list.
4 out of 5 is not that bad. I had to struggle to think of a ship in Kamen Rider that was not like actually gay. So I thought about the most homophobic person in Kamen Rider I could think of. At one point I was just going to show God from X-Aid.
Oh yeah.
Kuroto Dan. But yeah. Now, since we were talking about it, this was conveniently already on the list of interview questions. We have an ad right now. Another ad has hit the Pentagon. So I will just slowly, draw this line out, introducing this question, so the people can see it. It looks like now, by the time that you give your answer, it should be fine, and I will start asking the question in a slow and measured manner to make sure that these last few seconds of the ad are on time. What is the best song in the Digimon the Movie soundtrack?
Oh, all my best friends are metalheads.
Correct answer!
Less than Jake.
Correct answer! Correct answer! Correct answer! They really just released a ska album. It's insane.
Yeah. And they did All-Star before fucking Shrek.
They did. They did.
Yeah, it took me less than a second to know that.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
I'm glad that worked out. Okay. So I'm going to set up a practical exam.
God damn it. What do you mean by that?
And we're going to swap over to this view. Viewers might be familiar with the blank white void once this ad ends in about a minute. So the blank white void is something that's quite beautiful. Because it allows
I've
us
seen
to
the
do
Amazing
different things.
Digital Circus. I know of it. I've seen it.
Oh, I the Amazing Digital White Girl. I love that white girl. They can't release Zooble though. They can't release Zooble as a toy. It's already a toy. They had to change her name to Zuby. They had to change his
What?
name. They had to change their name. They had to change his name. I'm trying to
Wait,
use every
what's the
pronoun
lore?
because they use any pronoun. Because Zooble is the female Bakugan, the female marketed Bakugan. So they
We
could not
don't
use.
actually know what's going on, but I did notice when Moose announced the Amazing Digital Circus toy line, Zooble is completely absent right now.
And they
And that's my
called-
theory.
they
My
called
theory is
Zoop-
because Spin Master holds the name.
Yeah, and they called the character Zuby in the Jax line. So
Wait, did they?
that's what
I didn't
Josiah
realize
said.
Moose announced their toys.
Yeah, we covered that I think last
Oh.
stream. But yeah.
Wait, did they not show any? I just see an announcement.
It was just an article in the toy book.
Yeah.
You guys seen the leak though of that the the Pomni action figure that they're gonna be doing?
I don't think I did yet. I mean, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't wait. I'm
Now
looking forward to that.
it's time for you to blind rank these Dragonoids.
Okay. I don't know if it's a blind ranking.
You're going to blind rank all of the Dragonoid evolutions in the original show. I had to cut out every Dragonoid evolution because that's legitimately a list of 50.
Jesus.
That is, they kept on. They
Yeah,
they just
every
kept
new
on.
gimmick they did a Dragonoid for it.
Including some that
Yeah.
didn't get into the show. And there's multiple versions of Dragonoid that represent the same character, but had to have different names and different models depending on what it was used for. And also, some of them were show accurate but had the wrong name, whereas the non-show accurate ones had the correct name. It is an entire situation. We are starting off with number 1, Dragonoid. Could one of you be on Bakugan.wiki and copy paste like a good image of them from their gallery whenever it happens? Unless if actually
My
no,
dog's
I can.
taking a shit.
Oh, I can
Sorry.
actually screen share. Yeah, I will screen share. MS
Okay.
Paint. Did it pop up?
Yeah, I see it.
So we're going with first Dragonoid. You get to create the categories.
Oh. How many categories should I do?
I don't care. You just put them into place, and I'll write it down as you say it.
I'm gonna say Dragonoid is A tier.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'm an A tier. He's not my favorite, but it's a pretty classic design. Good dragon. Good dragon.
All right. Moving up, we have Delta Dragonoid, also known as Meteo Dragonoid in the Japanese version of the show.
Oh. Huh. This guy. Is he from New Vestroya or
He's from Battle Brawlers. He is Dragonoid's first evolution, evolved after fighting Hydronoid and using the ability Boosted Ultima.
We'll put this guy in B tier. Oh, I don't like the silver accents.
He was noted for being one of the first Bakugan to have metal inserts in the Heavy Metal series for Spin Master. Hence, the metallic accents on his mode. I like his horn a lot.
It is a
fun.
good horn. It's a little Raydramon.
Yeah.
A for A Dragonoid.
Now, coming in
How apt.
with, in the dub, Ultimate Dragonoid, in the Japanese version of the show, Ultima Dragonoid. noted for not having an actual ball form released in the toy line, we have him.
Wait, what?
What do you mean he doesn't have a ball form?
What is that? What is
Ultra.
that figure?
Ultra Dragonoid.
Oh, I do like that one. I remember him. These are all so samey. I'm gonna give this one like an A.5. Tier
Okay.
8.5.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do anything.
Because I don't think he's like a full tier better, but he's a little bit better than the OG.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get a tighter fit on there. Yeah, we'll do 8.5. Now, the final Dragonoid of Battle Brawlers. After absorbing the perfect core, he becomes a very slightly different form. It's mostly just the patterns that change, and he has a little diamond on his chest. It is Perfect Dragonoid.
S tier, I like the gem on his chest. I think it completes his look.
Also known as Infinity Dragonoid, since he absorbed the Infinity core. It really does tie the entire design together. It's a little that does a lot.
Yeah. I just feel like all his other designs are missing something.
He's perfect, even.
Yeah.
Perfect little boy.
Yeah, and then we do the Cell bit of like we play the Cell song and he shows up. Perfect, you say.
S rank. Now we move on to Bakugan New Vestroya, where they go to the world of Wonder Revolution, as it's called in the Japanese version of the show, or New Vestroya in the dub, which actually released internationally first, but the Japanese version of the show was completed in its entirety. That's just the way that commissioned shows work. They do the entire show in Japanese and then they dub it. It's quite a strange process. We have Neo Dragonoid.
That's my goat. That's my goat. That's an S plus.
We'll just put him as the goat. We'll put him in the center and we'll mark him as the goat.
Yeah, that works too.
He is the Lionel Messi of Dragonoids.
The GOAT, classic Dragonoid design, one of the greatest ball forms of all time as well. What a classic little dragon little guy. For a Dragonoid. One time I should do a ranking for every Dragon Beyblade. That's a lot of them.
I feel like this is a lot. Like, are we gonna do the reboot as well?
No, I had to cut off at the reboot. If it was the reboot, I was going to do the most fuckable Dragonoid.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was going to do most fuckable Dragonoid as the original question, but then I realized that's going to be a more difficult question than we could possibly pretend with. Now, not exactly what I would call a direct evolution, but a power-up form in the first ultimate formation of Bakugan Battle Brawlers, the meta series. It is Maxis Dragonoid, also known as Ultimate Dragonoid in Japan, not to be confused with the Ultimate Dragonoid that we got, which was called Ultima Dragonoid in Japan.
Let me just say a couple things about Dragon. Sorry, I got really confused when you said all that. Is this Dragonoid Maximus?
This is Maxis Dragonoid.
Maxis, right? All stupid names. You just had to be there on YouTube when my boy Mike Zard123 got an early copy, and he was like the first one on there because he was Canadian, and he was showing off the Maxis Dragonoid and Helios sets on his channel.
Mike Start 123. Wonder where the guy is nowadays.
I don't know, but he was the goat of my childhood because he had some Bakugan toys early in Canada.
He was so Canadian.
Yeah. Most Canadian person I think I could possibly conceptualize.
This one's dope because, first of all, he's like a robot now. We all know I'm a robot guy. Second of all, his toy was fucking awesome because it was basically, it was like a combiner for Bakugan. I think he has to be like S tier for me. I fucks with the him heavy.
Yeah.
What does that say?
Dope, but I fucked up real bad because I'm writing with a mouse. I have a
I
tablet.
thought you wrote Pope.
Pope. He is the Pope. Sorry, Francis. We got your replacement.
Pope.
Damn.
We got the
I
new
wish
Pope.
Max's Dragonoid ran our country.
Quite frankly, it would be the greatest option I think we have. We'll put him in. You said S plus.
Yeah, or S, just S.
Just S. We can do S.
Yeah.
I love the idea of our A plus A.5 category.
It's really beautiful.
I can't wait to see B.25.
Now, evolving with the power of the elemental energies.
J-Sex. Oh.
That's actually a different Dragonoid, canonically speaking.
Let's go.
But still, you know, as gay as you would expect a guy to be named Cross Dragonoid to be, the evolution of Neo Dragonoid, the first Dragonoid without his wings connected to his arms and to have 4 wings.
Oh, really?
It's Cross Dragonoid, yes. Only released in Japan as a toy.
Yeah, I like this guy. I like the dual, the 4 wings or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they all look the same to me, man.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue really soon.
It's a fucking red dragon with a fucking gym in its chest.
Now, that's a really funny thing, because I don't know Bakugan Battle Brawlers politics on race, because this is just a short topic. What do the white ones represent? You know, immunocompromised people? Does it represent displaced people? You know, ethnically or like nationally? You know, what it could represent a lot of things.
I think it represents chaos, which they replaced with Aurelius or some shit in the reboot.
No, they actually replaced
like,
Subterra. Chaos made it in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was fine with me, actually.
Yeah, brown toys don't sell. Now, the white ones were a class of Bakugan in the original series, but we don't need to get into the weird, like, I really don't know what the politics of Battle Brawlers was trying to say. But yeah, Cross Dragonoid, where do we put him?
I'm gonna put him on, B cross.
Okay, we can do that.
Cross B, I guess.
Cross B? We can do Cross B.
Yeah.
Now, do you want, like, cross as an X or cross as in, like, the thing that they crucified Christ on?
Both.
Yeah, okay, we can do that.
Bro, that movie about Jesus Christ is kind of sick.
Which
where he gets
one?
like ripped up with the fucking whip.
Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, that was
with Mel
great.
Gibson?
The practical effects go fucking hard in that movie, man.
It's a shame that Mel Gibson has opinions on the Jews.
Yeah, I know.
It's quite unfortunate that he voiced those. But otherwise, you know, Passion of the Christ, that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
As far as
Saw level practical effects in
Saw
terms
level
of violence.
practical effects to, you know, get a whole generation of people into a lot of different things.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you had the Crown of Thorns.
Really insane that how many people's awakenings were looking at like a beaten, bruised, incredibly ripped man hanging up in front of every church. You know, you just gotta ask that to yourself sometimes. Anyways, we're moving on to our final new Vestroya form that, you know, is mainly a new Vestroya form. And it's not even like I would say, this is really a cop-out. But since it does get a different name and has a slightly different design, but not really, we're doing Maxis Cross Dragonoid. Because he has two little horns sticking out of the side.
Interesting. I'll put him in I got it. Double Pope tier.
Yeah, I say that's
This is getting religious. I feel like this is a religious Dragonoid list.
that's how they all end up.
Oh man.
So we'll
Is it
put
A for a Dragonoid or atheist now?
Ooh, is that one
atheist.
Dragonoid? That's him before he like converted.
Oh, before he found God.
He was a non-believer. Yeah.
Oh, is it cross Dragonoid or convert Dragonoid? Oh, talking about conversions, bring the Colossus. Oh, that's later.
Okay, I think the lore is at A, he's an atheist. And then once he becomes Maxis Dragonoid, he gets really into Pope lore.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Cross Dragonoid where he's like full on religious now. And then the Cross Maxis Dragonoid, he's like Pope. He is the Pope. He's like the Dragon Pope, probably.
This is kind of actually true.
It's like his cross necklace phase where he's like got the 4 wings. Oh, is A.5 like he's like starting to doubt atheism?
Yeah.
And then by S he's like, I think I'm there. And then once he gets the gem, he's like, I do believe in miracles.
I actually do have papal infallibility, I realize now.
God's not dead. He's surely alive.
He has like a near-death experience in 8.5, and all of a sudden he gets religious.
True. Oh my God! When he's fighting Hydronoid. Oh my God! God's not alive. God's not dead. He's surely alive. He's roaring like a Tigrera.
True. Or Tigress. The Japanese version. Now, this is the last one that we have like a good stock art for.
Yes.
Okay.
Debuting at the end of Nuvastroya, I'm pretty sure, and the first main one in Gundalian Invaders, it is Helix Dragonoid, the first humanoid Dragonoid.
That is a man. That is a whole man. I'm gonna give him a C. Don't like it.
You're gonna give him a C? Oh my.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just like a guy.
Seeing it next to the others, yeah.
Like it's a whole man. Like he's not dragging it. That's like basically furry art. Which no hate on furries, but that's not Dragonoid.
Turn him green, and you could tell me that that's like a form of Tommy Oliver.
True.
Yeah.
Now evolving from this Dragonoid being almost literally the same fucking Bakugan, like just visually, just by all means, almost the exact same guy. We won't do the Battle Gear empowered versions because then we'd have to do all of the battle suits and all of the mobile assaults, and I just don't wanna.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zep. When you mentioned when you mentioned some of these being fuckable, I was really worried, but nah, that's a man. I'm sorry, that's where they stopped getting fuckable, right?
Yeah, actually, this is where they stopped getting fuckable. I'm going to say...
What? Whoa, chat. I didn't know your game was like that.
I didn't know you were, like, not that chill. I'd say...
Chat does not have monster fucker allegations? Weird.
I'm going to say Delta...
What kind of chat have we made?
The thing about, like, Meteo Dragonoid, and you can clip this, I don't care, is that he seems like he would protect you very well, and he would be a very generous lover. Like, he would pay attention to the clit, or the dick, or the blit, or like, the glit, and, like, you know?
I get those vibes.
He's a very generous lover, and a very passionate one.
I'll just put it this way. Look at the dumpy on all them Dragonoids. They would make sure they would prioritize your pleasure. This Dragonoid, self-serving.
He is a whore, this Dragonoid. Like
no,
straight up slutting at the club.
Yes, but like in the evil way that
slutting at the club.
He's like evil gay twink energy that comes to the bar.
Yeah, I'll put him under evil gay twink.
That's a good,
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good.
Those is animals, and obviously you don't know what the ultimate warrior gene looks like. Come on.
He talks. He's like a sapient guy.
He's literally just. He's like a dad.
He's literally a dad. He just
now
has a
I
dad
made
bod.
it weird. Now I made it weird.
No, he's a fuckable dad. That's fine. He's a dilf.
Dilf. Yeah, no, Dragonoid's a dilf.
He's a dilf.
There,
a Dragonoid
there.
I'd like to fuck.
True. Not to be confused with.
I mean, like, hard, and like, you should have merch of that. Dragonoid, I like
goes into
That's
this.
good.
This is Bakugan we're talking about. We literally have the Preus Mpreg arc.
This is where the images of the Bakugan start to get like bad because the wiki has not been updated image-wise, and like we could get a lot better screenshots, but
it's fine.
Yeah, this off to the side, I guess. Actually, here's how we'll do it. I am going to screenshot this, and this is going to be kind of sucks. This one, I feel like, does fix some of the issues with him just being a guy. Like, yeah, he's just a guy, but like, there's fuck. I just expanded the bottom.
For me,
he's
lot
like
of
a guy
the
in armor
charm.
now.
Yeah.
This is Blitz Dragonoid. This is after he gets like the element, right? No, Luminos was the element.
He has Lego Kingdoms energy.
He does, like, for real.
Like the Bionicle size sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get from him.
Yeah.
Wild.
We'll put him in Waylay
wild
tier.
Comment. That's just incredibly accurate.
Put him in Lego Kingdom tier, please.
Yeah. Actually, fuck it. We're just grabbing the logo.
I believe, honestly, I think there's a first set of the Lego Kingdom guys and then a second set, and I think he represents the second set more because it has.
And I assume you mean Knight's Kingdom, right?
Knight's Kingdom, thank you. Knight's Kingdom, yeah. They have like armor like he does in the second set. I swear to God, let me look at it.
No, this is like true. I know what you're talking about. It's also set with that introduces like a card game.
Right.
Man. We're really just chasing top 10 Ghostbusters again, huh?
Yeah, we're literally doing top 10 Ghostbusters right now.
I don't know. The magic is so lost.
The second
not
ultimate formation consisting of a hub and 4 different battle gear. It is Dragonoid Colossus, also known as Colossus Dragon in Japan.
I hope you just show the toy.
Well, the form that he shows up in the anime is essentially just the toy.
I know. It just would have been really funny image-wise.
Oh, he's back to being a real dragon.
So this is actually a separate creature that Dragonoid hops on and takes control of.
Oh.
It's a mecha.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's got the Dragon Zord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it in the Super Sentai tier.
Ooh. So
Dragoger. Draguger.
Yeah, we'll put him under Colossus Sentai Draguger.
Thank goodness I boycott Domino's Pizza because I am not avoiding this Noid.
This is real.
This is a real show you can watch right now.
It's true. This is actual fact. We would never ever lie to you.
Isn't the latest Sentai actually pretty darn good as well? Like off the start?
Yeah, the choreography is really good.
They do like these video game fight scenes, which looks awesome. They edit it like it's a video game. It's really cool.
Very XA-esque. Now, this is Titanium Dragonoid, Noted for having holes in his wings and a lot of metal in his design to be introduced in the Mectanium Surge line. No, they did not have that much die-cast metal. In fact, other lines of Bakugan had more die-cast metal than Mectanium Surge. They just had silver paint. But regardless of that, this is just a guy that shows up in the anime. He's Titanium Dragonoid.
I've got a scathing review for this guy.
Yeah?
First things first, hole in the wings, I actually think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But he has a gem. We all agree the gem is an upgrade to the design. But then he has a gem on his tail, his elbows, and his knees. You're overdoing it, buddy. One gem was good enough, man. That's too much. Put him in Knight's Kingdom tier.
Put him in Knight's Kingdom tier. Putting him in Knight's Kingdom tier. The first tier that we have 2 people in.
Yeah, have we finally fleshed out all our tiers? We're dumping them in buckets,
Let me get our lasso.
I sure hope we don't fill up Evil Gay Twink.
If a second Evil Gay Twink Dragonoid hits the building, I'm not sure what we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were gonna have 2 popes.
We do have 2. We have Pope and Double Pope.
We have Pope and Pope Plus.
Now, evolving from Titanium Dragonoid for Mectanium Surge Arc 2, we have Fusion Dragonoid. Fusion Dragonoid.
There he is.
He's really muscular. He got rid of the gems, but he's very, very muscular, and he has these new types of wings, which are like carapaces. Has like...
Is that Preyus under him? Is that meant to be Preyus?
No, that's Ryzaden. I forget his exact name, but that's Marucho's one of Bakugan in Mectanium Surge. He's like a water chicken guy.
Yeah, Dragonoid's the only one that really like stays.
This one is definitely interesting because while he is still a man, he looks different. There's something different about him.
I'm going to put him off to the side. I'm going to show you a picture of his head, which I think solves a lot of the problems with the other humanoid Dragonoids. Yeah, here's a good close-up of his head. And just his head. Copy image. He has this really cool, like, wrapping head crest design that I think solves a lot of the issues, because it's like a little knight's helmet on him that kind of makes the theme actually work.
He's giving me the most Digimon vibes I've seen. And I've never really thought to compare Bakugan and Digimon for some reason. Because, Digimon's so iconic with their designs. Like, you can almost always tell when you're looking at Digimon.
Yeah.
But I do feel like the design cues on this one kind of remind me of that. So for that reason, I gotta throw him in 8.5. Hey, there we go.
Hey.
8.5 with the other one.
Now, this is the final Dragonoid we will be reviewing. It is the final ultimate formation made of exactly one guy. It is more of a battle suit than it is anything else. It's called a Mectagon Destroyer in the show, but functions as a battle suit in the game. It is Dragonoid Destroyer. The first thing... Well, it brings back, G-Power for the first time since halfway through Gundalian Invaders, and that G-Power is infinite. Infinite G-Power.
Bro said Googleplex.
Bro really got into the fucking mecha and said Googleplex.
This is obviously... I mean, am I the only one thinking it? It's from Colossus Sentai Draguger.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, right?
It was in a rare Power Rangers exclusive mech. Hence the Western mecha design cues in Power Rangers Super Dragon Force. They don't often have original mecha.
This is a Power Rangers adaptation of it. Got it.
Yeah. We'll put it
in my
the same
mind,
tier.
I still autocorrect like Super Sentai to Power Rangers. Which I should not do. I'm trying to unlearn that bad behavior.
Number 9, Slimer. This is true. And that is our blind rank of Dragonoids. What a beautiful, beautiful list we've constructed tonight.
We've got a lot done. Can I show you guys my Bakugan?
Yeah, in fact, you can.
Well, of course.
Okay. So these are all reboot Bakugan. I guess I can wait for Zep to put me on screen.
I will. Let's stop streaming Paint to the
Every
server.
time I see you on camera, my eyes always go to Freddy Fazbear in the back.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Hi, Fetty.
Hi, Fetty. Now we gotta go to Streamlabs. We gotta pop it out.
Oh, is it Gen? I see a Gen 3, I think, besides you.
Oh shit.
We see ya.
Stop looking. Stop peeking.
My eyes are closed.
Okay. Let me try and go in order. Okay, so I have one. I bought this for posterity, to be honest. Ultra Dragonoid from Battle Brawlers. Battle Planet.
The first set was called Battle Brawlers, though.
When they rebooted it, I very much got into it. And I have another one of these loose floating around. I've got a whole box filled with Ultra and Core Bakugan. I dropped off during Armored Alliance
as well.
Yeah.
We were. Everyone in this call got really, really into Gen 2 Bakugan.
All of us would not be friends if it weren't for Gen 2 Bakugan.
That is actually true.
We met the Bakugan Gen 2, like the Bakugan wiki server.
Okay. And now I've got... Oh yeah, puppy. I've got Diamond Nelius.
Ooh, Diamond Nelius is a good one.
Which is one I found myself. I found all these myself at the store. I never paid extra money for no diamonds. I didn't get bit by the diamond craze. If I found it, I bought it. That's how I felt about it.
Let's go.
Okay, I got the Nelius. I got this three pack Phaedrus 3-pack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we do have a question from chat. Love the couch printer. What's your fax number?
That is a sewing machine.
Oh, I see it now.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, the Phaedrus 3-pack. I'm dropping everything. And then I had stopped collecting by this point, but I did find this guy, a Dragonoid X Traitoris, and I got him.
Yes. Which,
I saw him a lot. I saw him a lot at Target, so I don't think this is a rare figure by any means, but I still.
The last Gen 2 Bakugan I got were the light ups from Legends.
Legends.
The Nova Bakugan. The last line.
Oh, okay, got it. And then for the only G3 Bakugan I've ever bought was this Diamond Nelius I found, because I was like, oh, I got the other Diamond Nelius.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, I kind of like their weird 3D logo they did.
But I actually do enjoy the logo.
I like it. Yeah.
I
like the box, but
I almost bought my first Gen 3 today, but then it ended up going like the exact same way it goes every time I see a Gen 3 in a store. Like, I'll just get this later.
It's going to go cheaper.
Yeah, and it was at Ollie's, so like.
Because remember, we do have to buy Gen 3 Bakugan now, because in the future they will be worth $1 more billion because no one bought them now.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Bakugan dead, do you guys think? Like, is it Jover?
Okay, so like what they told me at the last like smaller toy fair I went to during summer is like I asked the Spin Master rep like, oh, what's the current status of Bakugan? And she grimaced at me and said Bakugan is on pause. But then they just announced the movie, so we're gonna ask them on Sunday and see what they tell me.
Talking to the people who have the most insider knowledge about Bakugan outside of anybody who directly works for Spin Master.
Yeah. We're just nosy bitches and really want to know what's going on at Spin Master.
Understandable.
So
if Transformers fans were in this position, they would exist as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they do exist. I've been told about the Shadow Cabal.
I don't know what
You
that
don't
is.
want to know.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
Lest we get like sniped live on stream.
Yeah,
Let-
they will
Oh dear God.
They will get me if they know I know too much.
So, the thing is that the Bakugan movie has been like a plan, like just as a general concept, since the first Paw Patrol film did really, really well. And they've been like tossing it around. Now they've finally solidified it. Now here's the thing about it. We know about the first Bakugan movie from 2010, and I've got details that I can't reveal on it. But essentially,
Really?
yeah. But essentially, they had that in the works, and then it, like, before it actually became anything, they canned it because, Bakugan's popularity was waning. Because they did it in the peak, like, they said, we should do this because Bakugan is so popular. And putting it into work in 2010, Bakugan shuttered its doors in North America in 2011.
Damn.
So that got scrapped. Then, like, years later in 2019, we get the reboot. Eventually we got the Paw Patrol movie, and now they have this movie in the works. And it sounds like from investor calls and stuff that they actually do want to get this one done, because it is quite frankly the only way that they can get Bakugan back into the shelves after the disaster that was Gen 3 being a kind of sort of like I guess
Beyblade ripoff?
Beyblade ripoff, completely butchered version of
was
what
there a
Bakugan
cartoon
is as a
for
brand.
this one?
Yep, it premiered in Roblox, and it's the only officially Japanese subbed version.
Yeah. It says Roblox on the back of the box.
The only way to watch official Bakugan subs was in Roblox, and it was never released outside of anywhere else. You were only able to watch it in Roblox for like a week.
What?
Yeah. So, to give you a short rundown of how the Bakugan brand works, is that Spin Master has no idea what Bakugan is. They just know that it has to be a plastic marble that transforms into an action figure with a battle component, so they can claim it's a competitor to Beyblade and other similar series. However, whereas Beyblades are precision designed with the gameplay in mind as gameplay tools as well.
At least Hasbro at least has Takara Tomy holding their hand every step of the way. Spin Master, they parted ways with Sega Toys after Generation 1. They're all on their own now.
Yeah. Little doggy. Holy freak.
Doggy. If the kitty comes back, I'll turn on Kitty Kim.
So they brought in Redikai designers and also Ascension designers from Stoneblade Entertainment, Justin Gary and Gary Aaron, to design a card game for Gen 2 to bring in older fans. However, this did not work out for them because they did not want to support the trading card game after the disaster that was Redikai, which Gary Aaron and Justin Gary, as you'll find out in the newest episode, literally said, hey, this isn't going to work in a traditional game store sense because these cards are going to be too expensive because they're literally lenticular plastic instead of cardboard, which is the reason why these kinds of games are popular and profitable.
Right.
So instead,
Redikai, great game. Everybody loved it.
Everybody loves Redikai. That's why they rebooted it in 2019.
Y'all fuck with Kodak?
We have some Kodak lore.
Kodak is the GOAT. I have been a Kodak fan for fucking ever.
Kodak is the first person I ever subscribed to on YouTube.
Yeah.
Server, and I mentioned I might be going, I mentioned I am going to Toy Fair, and he's like, oh, we should meet up. Even though I've only talked to this guy twice.
Go meet Kodak.
I am in a Kodak video.
What?
I did the voice over for the Yu-Gi-Oh! OTK video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not one I would have clicked on, but that's cool.
Like, he tells the story of a very famous Yu-Gi-Oh! OTK.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the busted combo,
Cyberstein.
right?
The Cyberstein
Yeah, that was
one.
a great video. I'm surprised he didn't make more like that. Did he?
Yeah, they come out of it occasionally.
That was a great video.
But where was I going? Oh yeah. So
Sorry.
after they only started to provide like half-hearted support to the TCG, getting a distributor around COVID, they saw COVID as an opportunity to completely axe the card game, so they didn't have to make different versions of the packaging that had different cards with different languages on them.
Yep.
They got rid of effects text, and they introduced the gate battling game, which was a much simpler version of the toy battling game, an already incredibly simple game.
The game was fun. Like the Battle Planet game with the cards, it was pretty cool. I mean,
yeah,
better to me than the original Bakugan game.
Oh, definitely.
Which I never
It was a
knew
wonderful
how to
little
play.
game.
Yeah.
And also the Japanese version of the original Bakugan game, both versions of the original Bakugan game, there's lore there, are just strictly better. Because it treats Bakugan as more of a skill toy with a card game element rather than a card game attached to these action figures with little gimmicks.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then by Gen 3, they're like, well, we just have to add in a battling game with cards and shit, right? So it's essentially but like people have trouble rolling. Like these kids in these focus groups, like, you know, like their main complaint is like, oh, it's so hard to roll Bakugan. So we'll just automate that process by making all of the arenas, you just put it on a ramp and let it go. And then essentially you do roulette. You play roulette, where every process is kind of randomized. And because of, you know, all of this, the confused branding, you know, the half-hearted jump to a new generation without trying to make the branding too different from the previous generation as to not alienate the already pre-existing fans, it created a really, and also just a really bad shelf presence of a bunch of repeated characters, without the attribute gimmick of having, or faction gimmick of having them be different elements. Instead, they were just different colors, and they all had the same symbol of, like, what kind of species they were, whether it was dragon, avian, dinosaur.
Is that how G3 does it?
Yep, which is, like, kind of interesting. Like, it could have worked if they also made the colors mean anything, but they didn't, so they all just stayed on shelves, because why would I buy another version with a different color that doesn't mean anything in lore or gameplay other than there are different random numbers that get decided. They could have done it like Transformers and just drawn different transformed art based off of all of the ball forms, and then just have the same ball form and call these different characters. And I think that could have worked to sell them more, or made them blind box toys, because that also would have made only one SKU that they would have to sell. But that's a story for another time. But anyways.
Oh, I just read the chat. The Shadow Cabal is a TF Wiki shit. The TF Wiki people are British. That isn't only lore. They are British, and they don't like our
doesn't
shenanigans.
really have to do with wiki articles. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been told about like an entire like incident
Oh.
that I can't really go into on
They're
stream,
going to kill you, Peggy.
Lest I face the consequences.
They're going to shoot you to death.
Yeah,
But this is like actual like conspiracy board shit.
No.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Final question. Actually, we already have you on camera. Might as well keep you on camera for the last bit of it. Actually, we do need you on camera for a bit coming up. So, thoughts on Hatsune Miku?
She's in Fortnite.
That's true! That is the thought on Hatsune Miku. Alright. Hand me the spatula.
Okay, I got you. I got a real fucking spatula, Jet Kuso.
I love this part.
I was almost expecting like just pull out a spatula from the desk, like just prepared.
Yeah,
he should have been prepared.
Look, again, we were like psyoping him this entire time to prepare him.
Let me. Where am I? Let me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you
we can't see
disappeared for some
Tail
reason.
on stream.
Oh, now you're back. Now you're gone.
Oh, okay. Can you see me? Oh, what's happening? Is it me?
Now I can see you. Okay, now what?
This is a Zap issue.
We're playing peekaboo.
Okay, now you're back.
Okay, while I'm back. This is a fucking spatula, bro. This is a spatula.
That is, in fact, a spatula.
This is what Jack Kuso brought out, and this is for spreading icing around. He was like,
Rubber spatula is a type of spatula.
This is not spatula. I've never seen this in my life. This is for icing.
Varieties of spatula.
This is icing spatula. You don't see SpongeBob wielding this motherfucker.
You said spatula, motherfucker.
I got gasoline in saying spatula.
It's like how all ladles are spoons, but not all spoons are ladles.
I work in food service. That qualifies as a spatula. I'm sorry, but it does.
This is a real spatula, and I would never dare bring this when someone asked me for a spatula.
To be fair, it was America Test Kitchen approved.
Well, yeah, it's a baking spatula. It's different.
A real spatula
it's still
is what I would call it. Main spatula.
It depends on the context.
Yeah, not my fucking sidearm spatula. This is
Well,
my main
obviously,
carry.
I would ask for the spatula 9000 with port and starboard attachments.
Of course. And you know what that spatula looked like? This one. Just saying.
It actually did look like that. It was much more square on the hand, on the spatula portion.
It looked closer than this, man. It looked closer than this. Okay? I crashed out after that stream. I fully crashed out.
Oh, man. Never beating the spatula allegations.
And Jack Kuso is like, your watchers are dumb. Bro, it's in the name. He clogged me so hard. He was right.
I love having Jet on stream because at any point he'll just say like something that's completely fucking out of pocket even by our standards.
Which is saying something, honestly. We are gay Spider-Man, the gay Spider-Man.
Yeah, we are the
people.
gay Spider-Man streamers. By the way, I think we have one gay Spider-Man that could be exchanged left this stream.
No, why'd you bring it up?
No, they
know
are
why.
claimed. I checked earlier.
Wait, they already claimed all 5? I thought we only did 4. Did we miss a
Did
gay
you miss
Spider-Man? When would he have missed? Okay, so we did Erectro, which then was
Erectro, the Porkinator.
Those were the
My
same
dog's in my
one.
kitchen.
Those were the same one, weren't they? Because you lost the fucking plot immediately.
I'm sorry. I only could think of the name Erectro and nothing else about it.
Because then we took Erectro to like therapy. And then we had what was it? Gay something, I forget.
There was the Porky and Woke Kingpin.
Yeah, Woke Kingpin. Porky and Woke Kingpin, that was one of them. Then it was because then they were accusing Spider-Man of being homophobic, and then we cut to him in therapy,
right?
Trying to settle this entire situation, and then the next one is in therapy. We cut back to the Vulture thing, and they're actually in a polycule. I can't think of number 5.
That's where we left off.
Do number 5 right now for good measure.
Yeah, let me check.
No half measures.
The Amazing Gay Spider-Man by Josiah Hums. No. Okay, so we did.
We're about to see why Sony cut it off at 3 now.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
The Amazing Gay Spider-Man. Sorry, I don't do polycules, especially with women. Next time on The Amazing Gay Spider-Man.
Great episode. Really tied up a lot of loose plot ends.
Yeah.
Oh, look up here. I don't think Stream ever sees this. It's a dabbing Jack Skellington.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
But like a cat on the door also. Oh wait, no, that's not on the door, that's the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many big booms would you give this interview?
I've done like a one interview before this, I think. Let me think about it.
Because this is an interview that lasted 2 hours. And he's gone.
There's ones that last longer.
He's gone forever. Henshin.
Oh my god, is the Rizzler gonna come back on screen? The Rizzler sits down in the chair. Oh my gosh.
The most recent was the therapist
my
revealing that they knew Gay Spider-Man's identity because, yeah, he pulled the mask off, and then
I might
Vulture
be
came
There might
in.
still be one. I forgot that it's limited to 2 per person. I did 2 this stream.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So there is one left in the pool. You only get the 2.
Eureka! I've got it! It's a 5 out of 5 booms, baby! Greatest interview of all time, baby!
Oh, thank
Hello?
God. Oh, thank God.
Fucking goddamn! I put so much effort into that.
No, that was pretty beautiful.
I'm speechless.
Nah, goodbye.
Speechless here.
Well, that was our interview with Mr. Dubjake. Now, Mr. Dubjake, would you like to plug any of your projects?
Oh no, he left the Discord
He
call. He's
left
gone.
go, he just straight up left go.
Oh. Well, if you are a fan of Dumb Jake and his antics on the stream, he has his YouTube channel, Dumb
I'm
Jake.
back. Lol. Got you, lol. Troll, lol.
You got me.
Any stuff I want to plug? Nah.
Okay. But if you do want to check out Dumb Jake, he is at Dumb Jake World on YouTube, where you can watch his stuff. He also is on the Back Kibble podcast, as well as the host and owner and proprietor of that podcast, known mainly for really just the hosts fighting. There's a theme every episode, but it is just fighting for most of it. It's kind of beautiful like that.
Kind of similar to Super Daft Brothers in that sense, because we often do that.
Yeah.
It's what the people like, I think. I think they like us fighting more than the Transformers.
Yes.
And yeah, that's pretty much the dealio. Unless there's anything I'm forgetting.
Thanks for having me.
Yay! Also on TikTok.
Oh, I guess. I forget.
I followed him on Instagram the other day.
Oh yeah, and on Instagram. Probably you can find them on any social media where you could really find them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do we have any final thoughts for the Dumb Jake stream? Backcouple is a great time if you love 2/3 of the cast being incapable of constructing a coherent counter-argument for the other 1/3. 10 out of 10 pod. No, this is true.
Who are you? Who's saying that in chat? Have you left a comment on the... That's actually completely accurate. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think you need to just copy paste that into the about of the
like
podcast.
my favorite thing is it's always perspective end. It's always perspective end. Just going like fucking no, because you're fucking dumb and you don't get what I'm saying. Then say what you're saying, and then he says exactly what you've been saying that he's been saying.
Yeah, there's a reason I specifically picked the people on the podcast to be on the podcast for those reasons you're stating. So intended effect.
As a nosy bitch who loves drama and a catty bitch as well, I think I would be a great guest at this.
Sure. We need to have more guests. All we had was the TF hype guy on. Way too late. It was not even a successful episode. Great guy though. Yeah. Love talking to him. But yeah, come on.
Yeah, I
yell with us.
I yell with you. I don't know what we would do the episode on.
Movie would be a good one, like Dark of the Moon or something.
doing one of my favorite things, watching a Transformers movie from the Michael Bay franchise.
Watching a Bayverse movie and then having opinions. You actually love doing that, though.
I actually do love having opinions. I started
that
an
is like
entire
actually
YouTube
one
channel.
of your favorite things, I think.
Like literally my favorite thing is watching something and
Consuming
having
media.
opinions.
Yeah, consuming media and having opinions, no matter how radical they may be.
Hey, Dark of the Moon is not bad in the pantheon. Like you
Look,
could
I
get
don't
settled with a
even-
worse one.
I don't even like movie 1 as a film. I think there's
Fair.
funny
By
clips.
comparison,
I
What?
think there's funny clips. It works really well as if you just post funny clips to YouTube, but as a movie, oh
eBay.
my god, it is not good.
Optimus saying eBay is the funniest clip to me.
it actually is. I don't know. The president saying ding dongs is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, what is the plot of movie 1 Transformers?
I can tell you exactly if you really want.
Shia LaBeouf wants to fuck Megan Fox.
That is true, but like,
That's
then
a
they have
plot.
to go to the Hoover Dam.
It is.
Dude, fucking...
So they find Megatron in the Antarctica Circle.
Yes.
And they bring him
As
back
they-
to the Hoover
where they
Dam.
find everyone in these series of films.
Yes. Bumblebee is also on Earth for an undetermined amount of time. You know, could be World War II, could be the 70s, who knows?
Where was he?
Or 90s. Where was he? And Bumblebee's on Earth. He calls the Autobots. The Decepticons are also on Earth, and they are trying to get Megatron out of the ice, and they're also after the Allspark, which is also in the Hoover Dam. They're in the same place.
Yes.
Basically, Frenzy, the little one that turns into a boombox, does all the work in the movie, and then they just lose anyway. So
Yeah. And Frenzy, noted for
Being
just
trans
being-
and also Earth Spark.
being trans and Earth Spark, and
Real.
for... Do you think that Frenzy is the red one or the blue one?
Jesus.
No longer is the Frenzy the red one or the blue one. It's which one between Frenzy and Rumble is trans and which one is dead.
Yeah.
The answer is both.
The answer is both for sure.
They're
I
both
used to
trans
be
and both dead.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Schrodinger's. It's Schrodinger's little babies.
The thing about I used to be a Rumble is Rumble Red, Frenzy Blue, because Rumble and Red start with the same letter. That was my whole line of logic because there's no logic here. It's all animation errors and bullshit. So you pick and choose whatever version you want, but really Frenzy should probably be blue because that's just the blue one's name throughout the G1 cartoon most of the time.
Yeah, I feel like we should go by G1 cartoon rather than the toys because the Japanese version just fixes it. They just call the correct guy the correct toy name because they actually I don't know, like, care about anything in Japan. Whereas like I feel like here we should just call them by the names they were called in the cartoon because that just makes the most sense because that's what sold them. That was the commercial.
Yeah, you could argue. I mean, someone else. I feel like you could argue the toy is more canon than the cartoon, but I don't know. I think you should just pick one and go by it, and I'd choose to go by the cartoon.
Generationally, I feel like Rumble Blue, Frenzy Red for cartoon.
Yeah.
Rib Fur.
Or wait.
I just usually think
don't
of
fucking
Rumble
care.
as the one that pulls out the jackhammers more often.
They both do the. It'd be Rumble.
Yeah, like they both do it, but I don't know.
It's
I usually
interesting.
just think of
Oh, go ahead.
blue. I just think of blue. I think for me,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I have a reason necessarily.
I'm rewatching the G1 cartoon for the podcast, and the Rumble is the one. The blue one is the one in most of the early episodes. Like, I don't think I've seen the red one yet, and we're like pretty deep into the show, so it's kind of interesting. Like, you see Ravage, Laserbeak, and Rumble, but never Frenzy.
It's insane the amount of Transformers that show up in Transformers. The G1 the Transformers, because they have like a main cast of like 40, guys on like a single team.
Yeah.
Because like every episode is just like, hey, like Jack fucker, we need you to Jack fuck this door for us. He's like, yeah, boss, I'll Jack fuck it up. And then he Jack fucks the door and he doesn't show up until the movie where he dies.
Oh my god, his name is Long Arm!
Thank you.
And he's a beloved character with hundreds of fans that would buy a new toy of him. And that's just how it works.
True.
It's a real glup shitto situation.
Transformers is the ultimate glup shitto factory. And you cannot tell me otherwise.
I got Ferric on my fucking shelf over there. You tell me.
First human to own Ferric.
I panel-lined that bitch.
Panel-line this fucking Ferric. Zep is the star freak.
Tell me one thing Ferric is from.
Oh, right? Yeah. Is that like I just would go into the store and I'm like, I guess I'll look at Transformers since I want to know what's going on here now. And I'm like, who the fuck are all these guys? I know like 5 of them, and then like we got fucking
they're all Megatron.
I'm looking for Megatron. I'm racing down
they never have Megatron. They got detritus though. They got detritus.
Well, no, I did find a Megatron because I mean TF1 did just come out. So once I finally went to like a normal Target,
decent Megatron.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It was my very first Transformer was TF1 Megatron.
Awesome.
Wasn't he like?
I'm glad so many new fans came to the franchise with the movie.
Yeah,
it was funny seeing people be like, "Okay, this one's Skywarp and this one's Starscream. How are you supposed to tell?"
I can tell. I can tell who's a service top and a power bottom.
It's true.
The entire stream bit several months ago, before you knew of us, was the very first stream where I started getting interested in Transformers, where I came in and I'm like, guys, I learned something today. Apparently Soundwave and Shockwave are 2 different guys.
And then we yelled at her for 9 minutes.
That's deserved. Shockwave has giant, beautiful titties, and Soundwave is as flat-chested as they come.
Yeah.
No.
Giant, beautiful titty.
Has one beautiful
right? Unity, right?
I know now, but like, as someone who has never interacted with the franchise in her life,
yeah, it's completely fair. They make the joke in the movie. Like a lot of waves around here.
Wasn't like Ferric like an incidental in like the original like fucking 80s comics, and then in IDW he did like one thing but was mostly a background character?
The only thing that sounds exactly like every Transformer ever. I only know him as being on the pirate crew Star Raiders in a book that's tied to the Prime aligned continuity. That's what he's based on. That toy is that book,
know.
Probably
pretty good Cyclonus remold, I'd say. Pretty good
I need
Cyclonus.
a Cyclonus. I need an actual Cyclonus.
Love my Armada Starscream Voyager. That's beautiful from Legends. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good. I recently picked up. This is old lore, so you guys might not know it, but it's animated Oil Slick.
Oh.
Who I'm a huge fan of animated. He turns.
I'm gonna check out animated eventually. I haven't seen it yet.
He turns into this badass motorcycle
with a ram. Oh my god.
That does go hard.
Yeah,
I love animated as well.
This one's interesting because he never actually has this alt mode in the show. He only appears in one episode, and he has a Cybertronian form. So it's kind of an oddball toy, but I always wanted it. I was super happy to
like
find
when
it.
Like toys that come out like years after the show have just like some fucked up shit to them. Like just like
example.
Like what you just said, like they give him like a mode that never existed.
This came out like when the show came out, like the same time.
I like when,
I don't know why they did that.
I like whenever it happens, because it's just like
you're right, yeah.
Yeah, I love toys. Or like in Bakugan, how they just released a bunch of guys that didn't exist, but also didn't release half of the guys from the show. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, the movies especially are great for that because the casts tend to be pretty limited. So the first movies especially, they just made up a bunch of bullshit. Like any
an
vehicle that
RC.
appeared in that fucking movie, they made a transformer out of it.
Derek J. Wyatt just designed all of the Earth modes for those Decepticon guys ahead of time because he was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Rip to the GOAT. Black Arachnia is awesome. Yeah, you should watch anime. Everyone who's kind of interested in Transformers, animated is going to be the way to go.
We're watching Beast Wars right now. Peak
Okay.
television.
Good show.
Really peak television.
That's kind of a weird one to suggest to people, though, because it's like Transformers is about like car robots primarily.
But I feel like it's truly the one Transformers series that's only all good. There's nothing bad that I've found about it yet, and it's.
I like the Earth style a lot. That's the main reason I'm interested. Sorry looks like a fun character based off of what I've seen for her. And like I do have animated Megatron as an S tier on my fuckable Megatron tier list, just based off of vibes alone.
The best Megatron.
Peggy.
He's the best.
Yeah, Cody.
Do you know about the Megatron Optimus size difference in animated?
Yes, I do.
He's huge in animated.
I see him standing next to each other, and I'm like, God, I wish that were me.
I am going to give out my things that are animal, or I'm going to give out my things that Megatron is okay to transform into, and I think keeps the effects. Number one, gun. I think it's funny as fuck, and also just works with the design.
Gun is hot as hell.
Gun is hot as hell. Sexiest one. Number two, hand. I think the hand was cool. Like the hand is like threatening. It's obtuse. It's imposing, and it just seems like an eldritch thing. It's pretty good.
And you know he doesn't just turn into the hand.
I know
right?
he's like a 10 changer. Level 10 changer when he's like Devil Gigatron. But anyways, then we got. I think that, a headmaster, like a headmaster head, that's fine, and it would work with the transformation scheme and like without like directly imposing. Yeah. I am okay with him being a normal tank, but the more sci-fi tanks I think are just kind of like lame. They're kind of wimpy, obvious options. Not a fan of helicopters a lot of the time. It's just unfortunate. This doesn't seem.
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Thank you, Johnny.
Helicopter Megatron is peak. Animated proved it.
Yeah, but it was only good because it was animated.
Yeah, it put a big focus on the fusion cannon still. I think that's the thing. As long as the cannon is one of the prioritized parts of the design.
He's a Decepticon, so he should fly, has always been my thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I hate how everyone is a flying vehicle except him. Most of the time.
I think that's one of his main appeals, and it also just works with every other part of his, like, expanded character lore.
I don't know. I like the fact that instead of turning into a vehicle for transportation, he turns into a thing that kills you.
Yeah.
He just designed into something designed for murder, especially when the gun he can mind control you when you hold him.
What if he was a guillotine? What if he transformed into a guillotine? I'm pitching this.
That's really good. That's really good.
What you just said about him being designed for murder, that's exactly what my co-host said on our podcast. And his thing is he thinks Megatron should be some sort of stationary artillery cannon. That is his... That's
Galvatron,
yeah. But he basically pitched Galvatron, but Megatron.
I think that would work, but I feel like there are better ways to go about it. And also, it has to be really, really well designed. It just has to be unique. Because the reason why Animated's helicopter design worked is because, it was tilt rotor, it was like, I don't know.
Big-ass cannon.
Cool. Big-ass fucking cannon.
It was a gun with propellers.
Heart of Steel... I think that both Megatron and Optimus Prime could and should be trains, and Heart of Steel is really good for me because I looked at that shit and I'm like, holy fuck!
That shit it does fuck hard.
I am very excited for that stuff.
You know, he can be a Beyblade. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Gun Megatron. Gun Megatron is funny, and I get the appeal, but it's just not gonna happen. So I don't even think about it. I don't waste my brain cells thinking about
Hello,
it.
TF fan page 101.
What's up?
I don't know.
What's up, Brian? Brian, what's your Megatron hot take? I forget. He just likes any Megatron.
I remember the recent argument of the new figure. Megatron can turn into an unium. That would be good, or a nun. I think that would be pretty awesome. I think actually that one piece of art that I commissioned from Mark for something that we're going to use in Fistful of Milk Caps later on, of a sun with a bunch of guns coming out of it. Megatron could turn into that.
Yeah, nice Daft Bros collab. I could see him doing that. There's a lot of Transformers collabs out now. Naruto.
True. How about, you know, Megatron could turn into a bat, and I would be fine with that. I think Megatron turning into an animal and no one else turning into an animal in a given thing is cool. I like Bull Megatron. Mega Bull seems neat.
Mega Bull is. I'm so excited for them to let me see Mega Bull. I want to see Mega Bull. They gotta let me see Mega Bull.
Megatron Dragon I fuck with.
Do you know if they're like gonna take are you allowed to take pictures of that stuff? Or is it like closed like the other Toy Fair?
I have no idea. Maybe. I mean, it is also my very last meeting on like Tuesday, so I'm probably like if people.
And she died.
I don't care. Huh? Wait, what?
We didn't hear the last part of what you said. Yeah.
Like it's I don't have my meeting until Tuesday, so if people are allowed to take pictures, I feel like we'll probably know by then because they'll probably already be out there.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people are hating on Cyber World, but I'm always ready for something new.
Yeah, I think it looks neat. I don't instantly like distrust YouTube series because I grew up with the golden age of Mattel YouTube series for toys. Like all I'm saying, they haven't seen Ever After High, and it shows it can be done well.
I know. I think Cyberworld holds a lot of potential. Here's my Transformers hot take, which I will be doing in whenever I do my Transformers video.
Can't wait.
Of every time Transformers has tried to be a hobby Annie, but not really successfully done it. Is that Transformers does need to directly steal how Hobby Annie works and do it to be successful media-wise in this day and age. Because if we look at the amount of like toys in that aisle that are successful right now, Transformers is always going to be successful. It's fucking Transformers. Anyone who thinks that that's not true is really dumb. Is that Beyblade is like the #1 rising toy in the US right now.
Yeah.
And for Hasbro in general. Like, it's recouping a lot of their losses. So, like
Beyblade is literally saving Hasbro. All they needed was the Karatomi to set up a US office and point a gun at them.
Well, okay, so my question is, what does Beyblade do? Like, do you think it's the cartoon that people are watching and they want Beyblade?
It's selling really good. That's all. Like it.
But like, what can Transformers do to emulate that? I guess is why I'm asking.
So, I'll waffle for a little bit so they can actually see it after the ad. So essentially, we need a stronger cross-media push because if we look at the way that it's done right now, Earthspark still has like main characters coming out just years after the debut of the series and the debut of the character, which which cannot be the case.
Pictures of like a hashtag figure recently. Did they seriously not release hashtag until now?
The only hashtag figure we had for, I want to say, years is the Tacticon hashtag, which is a finger puppet.
What the fuck?
Hashtag is the biggest Terran, and the only toy we had was a tiny little finger puppet.
Yeah. So
yeah.
The magical thing with a lot of these Hobby Annie or Kodomo series that emulate Hobby Annie and Pokemon success is that there's a strong tie between the toy line and the media directly, and they are designed in conjunction. So, like, you know, during the Unicron trilogy, like the gimmicks that were used in the series and were plot relevant were the things that were relevant about the toys.
Yeah. Minicons, Energon, Cyber Keys.
And in the, you know, first parts of Gen 1, the character designs in the TV show, while not accurate to the toys, were designed after the toys. And it's only like with the movie with Hot Rod and all of those character designs that they started to do those designs first. Like the draw a guy and then make a toy of him. Which I feel, you know, is a more traditional toy design thing, but for Transformers, where your main gimmick is, you know, the transformation gimmick, and the character is, you know, a character in a piece of media that you like, you need to be designing these characters and the toys in conjunction and doing that cross-promotion in the media while not sacrificing what makes, you know, the media good. Because oftentimes the cross-promotion makes the media really cool because you see the guy on screen and you can have that guy and you're like, holy shit, this makes this guy cooler. Or like, wow, I could like do that with my toy that I have. I can do the same gimmick.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to be very brave. I say Transformers was better when they were Diaclone first instead of trying to match concept art of a dairy. Yeah.
I mean, it mostly has not been that, like, historically.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first part, but then the rest of it has not been that. So I can't say I agree, but it's an interesting take.
But,
and I'm not talking about what you said. I'm talking about what Queen of Sodor said.
Yeah.
That she won.
I think that...
Maybe I read it wrong.
Essentially, you know, with Beast Wars, with that small cast, essentially you were releasing out into the toy line versions of that cast that were, I'd say, pretty close to the actual guys in the show. Like, not proportions-wise, but as for, like, how the transformation schemes work, they kept, like, a lot of the kibble in the show, and I think that really made the toys a lot more special, even if they weren't exactly accurate. Going to be brave in saying Bionicle was cooler. This is what you say at every point in any conversation, I think. We could be talking about Beef Wellington right now, and you would say this. Look, I'm the guy who did the Bionicle lecture in academic institutions. You don't gotta tell me.
I'm chewing on what you're saying here. I'm thinking about it hard. I'm thinking about if I have a take on your take at all. I don't know if I do. I think you're low-key kind of right.
If we think about what made Transformers magical in the first place and what made it like the permanent brand that it is that main gimmick of having a fun transformation that also has like a lot of toyetic gimmicks built in, because the entire toy is a gimmick. And this does not mean there's not a place for these high-end figures that have like screen-accurate transformations and stuff. We need the gimmicky toys to be directly reflectant of like what's on screen, like they were during Unicron trilogy and at other points in time, as opposed to like I am a fan of like the cheap gimmick toys. Don't get me wrong, I love those Transformers, but like in order to make those sell, you need to form an emotional connection with why that gimmick is cool outside of the gimmick itself, and that is what the media is for. And if you can't do that through the media of selling like why this unified line of Transformers is cool and why you should buy them and why you should have an emotional connection to them, other than like the show was good, I think it's like, yeah,
I see your point for sure. I don't know. It's I do think there's like a noticeable gap where the the stuff focused on children is like so dumb that I truly don't think a child being handed that will like Transformers that much. Like, they'll probably like the toy, but I don't think they're gonna get what Transformers is, because you hand a child a one-step changer or whatever. It's like, okay, it just goes flip back and forth. There's no puzzle there or anything. There's no
but with the one-step changers, I think those are fine as an entry point because it is a fun fidget toy and it's a cool little gimmick.
They're a really fun fidget toy. One of my coworkers at the deli I worked at before I moved just randomly surprised me with one day, because that guy was like my second dad, and he's just like, "I got you a Megatron because I heard he said you like Megatron."
I think if you had the one-step changers be a thing, like a faction represented in the show, that would be really cool. And then you could also in the toy line have like, oh, here's like the quick change version of Bumblebee, hypothetically. Because, those toy exclusive what ifs are also cool and, as like a little treat sprinkled in, like one a wave.
Yeah. I like
parody is what I'm thinking.
I agree. I like the things you're saying. Especially because I grew up with Armada and I love Armada. I love the mini-cons. It's still the best gimmick in my mind to have a whole other little Transformer to go with your Transformer. Yeah, it's kind of like unprecedented value.
I also think we need more Transformer factions than Autobot and Decepticon.
I mean, there are.
Yeah, but like focused on in a series.
Oh, right. Yeah, they tried that a little bit in War for Cybertron Earthrise, where they had the mercenaries. Half-assed it, just like the rest of that show.
Yeah.
But, and Earthspark, of course, has the Terrans as a new faction.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Terrans, I hope, are a mainstay in the franchise because those are really cool conceptually and a really natural evolution, I think, of like Transformers as a concept.
I think, from my perspective as an adult collector, who likes the higher end sort of figures, the Generations line is my thing. I think there's a weird issue where we're getting a Twitch figure, so we get like the deluxe Twitch figure. That's how they choose to do it. They have the deluxe Earthspark figures that are a little bit better. Then they'll have the Warrior class ones, which are worse, but a little bit cheaper. Not even very much cheaper, just a little bit. I'm finding it weird because the deluxe Earthspark figures are not up to par with the Generations line, but they like to price it the same way as the Generations line. So the Earthspark line, I've collected a bunch of them. I like them. I love the Megatron design in that show, but they made him a deluxe class, which is very small. He's smaller than Twitch, which is not accurate to the show.
And
yeah,
I paid $12 for that Megatron, and that is the price that I would pay for that Megatron, and I would be fine with
That's
it.
a good price for it. Yeah,
for $20.
$20. I truly either Hasbro is like, and I believe this, Hasbro is taking us for a ride because they know Transformers fans, eat it up a little bit. We're kind of like their pay pigs or something.
We love slop.
We do love slop. We love Glub Shittos and we love slop. Ape Link got a leader class figure. The thing for me is I feel like there must be some sort of like actual like logistical production distribution like cost issue going on, because why are they so expensive? Why do they keep going up in price? Is it because they are all little puzzles and they can't just be put together really quickly like Marvel Legends action figures?
That is partially the case.
Yeah, I think the price just goes up every year with Transformers, and I know a lot of stuff is like that. I'm privy to the outside world. I realize inflation is out of control, but it feels like it hits Transformers a little bit harder for some reason. And with all the different size classes in Transformers, I feel like I have to pay a lot more money every year because they all go up $5 or whatever.
You know how Gundam does its grades? I really feel like
Yeah.
we should have those on the packaging in bright, bold, like, unified letters. Which we kind of do,
Yeah.
I know. But
They should make more sense, though. They don't make any sense.
They
like,
need to-
Voyager, no kid is gonna know what Voyager means. Like,
because Gundam was in the exact same place like 30 years ago, and then they invented like the grade system, and now Gundam prints money forever. And Transformers, again, no matter what, is going to print more or less money forever. But if they want to print more money, they need to redesign how the entire franchise works.
Yeah. I would like to see some shakeups. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get them, because I'm sure you guys have seen all the like articles about the CEO talking about doing more video games and moving away from toys and all that shit. I doubt they're really trying to be innovative or creative anymore. They've kind of figured out how to make their money, I feel like, with the generations
so the thing
line.
is that they
They're
haven't.
walking that back.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, they walked it back? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So the thing is that the reason why all of these decisions have been made, and especially accelerating in the past few years, is because CEOs realize that they can do a pump and dump scheme on whatever company they're running by essentially making a bunch of, like, short-term growth decisions that seem good to investors and, like, print out good numbers but are not at all sustainable choices. But to the CEO, that doesn't matter because they're making the money and then leaving. And leaving the entire company and brand with the bag.
All right.
Because, a lot of these CEOs are outside hires who don't, like, care about the company all that much. Hence why, we got the treatment of, like, Power Rangers, which was, like, bought by Hasbro because the previous Hasbro CEO was friends with Haim Saban.
Every day I thank God I'm not a Power Rangers fan.
Every day I thank God that I watch Super Sentai, and it was like it felt like the first time I had bought a Takara Tomy Burst Beyblade over a Hasbro Burst Beyblade. It's just like, no, they were right. It was better the entire time. It is. There's no defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I cannot believe how they fucking handled the Power Rangers line.
Mighty Morphin again? Yum, yum, yum. I'm sure the kids will love that show that aired over 30 years ago.
Yeah, Power Rangers is weird, right? Like, they only cater to that nostalgia, it feels like. And there's so many versions.
Yeah, and not even, like, nostalgia that would be more relevant to people now. Just only Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, like, past 15 years, it feels like Mighty Morphin.
And especially, who's the most popular Ranger in Mighty Morphin?
Green Ranger, I think.
Yeah.
By far.
And who doesn't have... Yeah, which is already kind of awkward, because you're like, well, I'm sorry. There's a large portion of the Mighty Morphin original cast that is just not alive anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty dark.
So it just seems weird. And it's not like they were incapable of creating, like, at least decent quality, like, series with the toy line. Like, Power Rangers should on paper be something that is, like, impossible to screw up.
And
I've never been a casual Ranger enjoyer, but, like, Hasbro Power Rangers Hasbro Power Rangers pisses me off especially just because, like, I didn't watch Cosmic Fury, but watching them be like, we're making the first female Red Ranger and then proceed to not make any action figures for it, I get mad every time I think about that.
Wow, they really did that? Like, didn't even get a Lightning Collection figure?
Nope.
No figures. All they made was, like, the Morpher and the Zord.
Yeah.
The Megazord doesn't come apart.
Yeah, the Megazord. And, like, maybe, like, one or two other roleplay toys I don't fucking know about. Other than that, no figures for this entire show.
Which
That's what Yeah, go ahead.
The figures were made to be like just remolds of each other. Like it required 2 body molds.
Cheapest toy line ever.
Yeah, not making action figures of the first female Red Ranger or the lesbian Green Ranger. Kind of suspicious.
And Uchi Sentai Q Ranger, the source material for Cosmic Fury, not really. Original suit designs were designed with Power Rangers toys and international appeal specifically in mind, and they did not use them because they would be too difficult.
And the Zords they did. Why are the Zords shitty? You guys make Transformers. Why are these bad, man? What the fuck, Hasbro?
Correction.
Yeah.
Takara Tomy. Takara Tomy and Hasbro make Transformers together. They work together. Without Takara Tomy, Hasbro would not be able to do Transformers.
Tomy needs to hold their hand on like everything.
Because if we look at Hasbro's most successful like action toy brands that are still around, Transformers and Beyblade, are both Takara Tomy. Like,
so here's the thing. I keep seeing this. So in my mind, Takara Tomy and Hasbro are much more partners when it comes to Transformers. I understood the Beyblade thing as Hasbro brings it to America.
Basically,
but
then
Hasbro does their own thing, right?
Hasbro kind of like adds their own shit to it. They kind of went crazy on it with a while.
It sounds more like it sounds more like before they officially did like the Hasbro Takara. All their stuff says Hashtag now.
Yeah.
And they like work more together instead of just like fucking off and doing whatever each other wants to do. It sounds like Beyblade's kind of there.
So basically, when Beyblade X was announced, Takara Tomy announced they were like opening up a new office in New York City called T Licensing, specifically to facilitate the release of Beyblade. Basically saying, we are not letting you fuck this up anymore.
Nice.
But the thing is that Hasbro was still commissioning those Beyblade designs from the Japanese Beyblade designers in Takara Tomy. Like, everything that Hasbro released was still designed in-house at Takara, essentially. Like, it was the same designers who were working on the main Beyblades. They were just making, like, simpler versions that could be made out of purely just plastic.
Yeah. Beyblade X is epic.
It is. I love
really
that
good.
Guy. Yeah. I collected a bunch when it first came out. That's my sin. Is when something comes out and I really like it, I'll collect a bunch and then stop collecting completely. So I just have like a lot of Beyblades from like the first wave. I think I have every wave 1 Beyblade.
Beyblade's greatest party trick of all time.
Find wave 2 and 3, so...
Oh, is the distribution bad on those?
It is fucked.
Distribution is bad on every single toy line in the United States ever right now.
Except the Mr. Beast toy line. I see that shit every time.
I find the MGA lines pretty regularly. I find Mattel lines pretty regularly. It's only Hasbro that I ever seem to have issue with.
Yeah, I agree. Mattel actually is usually stock. Also less demand, I would say.
When Monster High Generation 3 launched, they said it's coming October 1st. And then I went to Target on October 1st. Sure enough, they were there. Wow.
That's always a nice feeling.
Okay, maybe it's only my ops who are bad at distribution. If we look at lines that are only designed by Hasbro, like Nerf, yeah, it's just all bad and had a sharp decline in quality whatsoever.
I've been watching this Nerf YouTuber called Wallcom.
Oh yeah, I know him.
He makes pretty good videos for Nerf. I've never bought a Nerf gun, but I like watching his videos about them. He's one of those guys for me.
It's fun to look at, other people's hobbies and their struggle.
Yeah. He complains a lot about Hasbro.
Everyone who's a fan of a franchise touched by Hasbro complains a lot about Hasbro.
Speaking of which, I need everyone in chat to go to X Canadensis on YouTube right now and watch her newest video, Why I'm Mad at My Little Pony. Brooke is the voice of our generation,
No,
truly.
she is right. Why?
Yeah.
How could they fuck up My Little Pony? It's hard. It's hard to fuck up, like in the same way that Transformers and Super Sentai are hard to fuck up. It's just like you do the same thing forever, slightly evolving every so often, and it works.
It all
Just
it all
but,
went
but
wrong.
they didn't.
Oh, it's an hour long.
It's a really good video.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
can put it on as a podcast on your drive to work.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's my bestie, Brookie Boo.
No, I was happy. I was happy that it's an hour long. I want to deep dive on something I have no idea about.
It's really just a woman scorned talking, and it's awesome.
Some of the best content truly just does come from someone who's scorned.
Y'all, I gotta go. It's midnight. I need sleepy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an old man.
We gotta get up early.
Yep.
Can't wait for the Toy Fair news. Looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. So
gonna live vicariously through you.
This has been the end of our interview with Dumb Jake. Find him on all platforms. Hunt him down. Turn him into a little souffle. Do whatever. Yeah, that's about it.